Norm fucks with people. First of all, when I say I love you, like, that's the truth. Like, you know, being around you, your energy, it's fun.
Yeah.
But I had to learn a little bit. He used to come to my house. I have like he would come to the house, and then he would say something about, like, you know, I have to use a real example. Like, I'm very anti hitting kids at all. Just, okay, I'm not. We don't have to get into it now. But anti. No, I don't mean. Of course not.
Really going out on a limb now.
No, everyone knows that we're not. There's certain people that go, of course, not abuse, but a proper spanking. I'm against that.
Oh,
too.
you're against spanking.
Yes,
you're against spanking.
Yes, even spanking
with children.
Well, unless it's two consenting adults, I don't really have any.
Spanking. What about when they get you and then it hits the back of your balls?
Oh. That's just all great timing, because I don't know what you meant. Because you would come there and I said something about it and you went off how it's all right, and you, for like 45 minutes, we're like, Norm, he goes, well, you know, kids, you know, and I'm like, so then he goes, I'm just kidding. Then he goes off on an hour dissertation that was so articulate and so eloquent that it was said what I felt better than I could say it, so he was just fucking with everybody for 45 minutes. You think that'll never happen again? And it did. A month later, something came up in politics. You just throw stuff out there, and then you go, nah, and then you get everyone worked up.
I'm a provocateur.
You know, with politics, it's like, yeah, I don't like to get into it that much anymore.
Yeah, let's not get into this shit, man.
Okay, buddy.
Because it's getting, I can see people not laughing now.
No, I mean, but, you know, laughter, but, you know, I know that you've gotten into a little bit of flack around it, but you're
flack around what?
Around politics.
What do you mean?
Well, just say, you know, you've said things that people have reacted to, but you're not like a political comic.
I'm not political. I've only said things on purpose to provoke people.
Right.
Once in a while.
You like doing that, though.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
But I've never. But I've never. Because I don't know enough. And because I don't respect political humor when it's nothing but gossip.
Did you see Django Unchained?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. You remember when Leonardo DiCaprio and the boys were sitting around watching the slaves fight to death?
Yeah, awful.
Yeah, awful. But isn't that what boxing is?
No.
You and your rich friends, you go to Vegas, you say, bring up those poor black people from the ghetto. In the ghetto.
I don't think that's the requirement.
And a mother cry.
I don't think that's the requirement.
What's not a requirement?
You have to be African American.
You have to be poor.
Okay. Well, it just so happens, I think. Maybe because that's a way out for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you think it's cool that rich people pay money to watch two poor people fight to the death?
Well, if they're good, they won't be poor anymore. Mayweather was one of the top paid athletes last year.
Yeah. Yeah. And he lost it all on the Jaguars.
I thought we were going over my credits, and you've lured me into a discussion. You put me on the side of the argument.
I'm trying to say,
a rich white person oppressing young black males into boxing. I don't know how I got.
I remember when we came in. It was you. Wasn't even Will. But the talk was all about David.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
And I think in the first year, you proved to be the guy.
I did well. I will say
Name me another guy that had that many characters in the first year of Saturday Night Live, bar Eddie Murphy.
Well, I'll bet you Mike Myers did.
First year? Mike Myers, first year? Nothing.
Nothing.
What is your favorite project you've ever worked on?
This.
I want to talk about Del Close.
Favorite project I've ever worked on, there's tons. There's tons of them.
Yeah.
A recent one, and this is not just
so you don't understand the word favorite.
Wow. Is this called Norm's Hot Box today?
You're right.
No, but it's fine.
You're right. I feel like the guy that threw Cool Hand Luke into the
box?
Yeah. In a few words, tell us why Second City is so much better than the Groundlings or Upright Citizens Brigade.
Is it?
That's what he thinks.
He said, tell me why it is.
Yeah.
I keep getting put into this situation. Here's your argument you must defend.
I think women are hilarious.
Paul Westerberg. I do too.
Yeah, well, you haven't brought one up yet.
I haven't brought a woman up?
No, as a funny. I think women are really, really funny.
What does this have to do with the replacement? He's trying to goad me into bait me into another argument.
No,
because I have to take the side that I don't want to take.
Because you're a comedy expert, and all of a sudden you're Kurt Loder. I mean, I want to hear about comedy, and I think women are funny. And I'm tired. You do think women are funny?
This is a rather troublesome thing I've got to address. This was in Adam Eagle's dressing room. If you can read it, it says ISIS hunting permit. I said, what does this mean even? ISIS hunting permit. Everyone would want to kill ISIS. And then you said, no, I wouldn't want to kill ISIS. Does that mean ISIS hunting permit? Does that mean that this is supposed to be taken as some sort of redneck thing?
Yeah, it seems like it would be on like
Why
a
would this be a
redneck.
redneck thing?
Well, it just seems typical of something you'd see on the back of a pickup
Right,
truck.
but I said after that, I said, but no, everyone would want to kill ISIS.
The thing is that somebody would use that as permission to kill Muslims, just because they couldn't differentiate between who is ISIS and
why
who
would
is,
they not say Muslim hunting permit?
well, because they sort of look at all Muslims as being ISIS. You know, that's the problem when people want to deport all the Muslims from America. They think that they're all part of ISIS when in truth they're not.
His biggest fear is that ISIS or some terrorist group like that would get a hold of a dirty bomb and explode it over a major city within the United States and kill tens of millions of people. Because then the blowback against innocent Muslims would be absolutely terrible. Were you surprised by Brexit?
I was surprised by Brexit. Thank
You
you
were,
for
huh?
asking. Yes,
I wasn't surprised.
You saw it coming?
It took me a long time to understand what it stood for. Do you know?
Yeah, I don't remember.
To you. I'll whisper.
Good God.
I'm whispering.
No, all right, I'm listening. I'm trying to listen. Okay.
England's not doing well financially.
Right.
Can't you get you call them your mates? They're friends.
Yeah.
Everybody else in the world, they call them mates.
Sure.
Get a couple of dozen of your mates and go down to that Buckingham Palace and kill the old bag.
To what end?
It's money.
Right. Are you an old sea captain? What is this shtick that you? Because I'm pretty sure I've watched some of these other editions of the show, and I'm pleased to see that I've broken from the rule of only having white blokes on the show, which seems to be you only have white men and Roseanne
Because it's supposed to be a comedy.
Right.
But
It's supposed to be.
It's alleged.
In New York this week, Sammy the Bull Gravano was sentenced to just 5 years in prison for committing 19 murders. You better be careful, though, because New York has just passed a tough new law. 20 strikes and you're out. Visitors to New York's Times Square this winter are in for a bit of a surprise. Crazy people will be shooting at them. A French man who calls himself the Snake Man was arrested this week after climbing up the side of a Manhattan high-rise. Yep, he climbed right up the side of a high-rise, just like a snake. Newly elected Governor George Pataki says he wants to bring the death penalty back to New York. First up, Mayor Rudy Giuliani. Well, more bad news for Governor-elect George Pataki. An audit reveals that due to years of lax security, New York's reservoirs are, quote, 90% urine. The most restrictive smoking ban in the nation took effect this week in New York, and already the city has gained over 9,000 pounds. Police in New York investigating the deranged homeless man who attacked a girl with a hypodermic needle have made a shocking discovery. He's Mickey Rourke. Well, New Yorkers were asked in a recent survey what they thought of the new slicked-back hairdo Princess Di displayed on a recent trip to the city. 38% of New Yorkers approved, 45% disapproved, and 17% said, "You stopped me for this? Now I'm going to shoot you." This week, New York Senator Al D'Amato repeated his claim that during the Second World War, Switzerland aided the Nazi war effort and helped launder money stolen from Jews. These charges are the results of a lengthy, thorough investigation by the senator, which proves, quote, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that New York has lots and lots of Jewish voters and no Swiss voters. On Tuesday, New York City Mayor Rudolph Giuliani cruised to re-election with 57% of the vote. The mayor credits his victory to strict enforcement of quality of life ordinances, while loser Ruth Messenger blamed her defeat on low voter turnout by aggressive panhandlers and squeegee men. She was expecting them to show up strongly. Well, crime is down nearly 20% in New York City, with only 384 murders so far this year. Only 384? You know, if you ask me, that's still 307 too many. That's right. And with the Pope in New York City, some of the New York City's greediest and most heartless con men are getting rich selling fake tickets to the Mass in Central Park. Don't I know it? Look at all... Look here. Look at all this. Oh, yeah. According to a recent survey, the best tasting water in New York State comes from South Huntington on Long Island. And the worst tasting water comes from Lou Reed's bong. Finally in the news, what is America's most honest city? To find out, a team of sociologists left 10 wallets filled with cash on the street in various urban centers. In Atlanta, 7 of the wallets were returned. In Seattle, 9 of the wallets were returned. But not surprisingly, in New York City, only 1 of the wallets was returned. Empty and shoved up some dead guy's ass. The New York City Transit Authority plans to put up signs in subway stations asking city residents to be more polite when getting on and off the subway. Most New Yorkers say the idea sounds great and that the new signs will make excellent urinals. Basketball superstar Michael Jordan has scored a slam dunk with his new men's fragrance, selling 1.5 million bottles of Michael Jordan cologne in the first 2 months. No, the scent does not smell like Michael Jordan after a game. It smells like Patrick Ewing. So it smells good. Well, after a 15-year absence, the New York Yankees are back in the World Series. And some New Yorkers have come up with a novel way of snagging those hard-to-come-by tickets. Murdering guys with tickets and stealing them. Earlier tonight, the New York Yankees defeated the Atlanta Braves and won the World Series. As a result, Atlanta Mayor Bill Campbell will send a bushel of delicious Georgia peaches to New York Mayor Rudolph Giuliani. Had the Braves won, Mayor Giuliani would have sent Mayor Campbell a bushel of delicious New York crack. Well, the New York Yankees are the 1996 World Series. And this week, 3 million Yankees fans gathered on the streets of New York to honor their heroes. While the fans were of different ages, races, and religions, they shared one thing in common. They were all standing in urine. The giant ticker tape parade for the Yankees left nearly 4 tons of confetti on Manhattan's streets and sidewalks. But New York officials do have a plan for dealing with the confetti, leaving it there to soak up all that urine. The New York City Taxi Commission named the 10 worst cab drivers in New York City. Mohammed Zaman, Akbed Alab, Yasser Abdul, Ali Rakima, Malik Gassagi, Himyar Lakmid, Sarbit Karim, Jazi Hassan, Zakadan Nosagi, Famoud Abdul Nasir. And the second worst offender is Abdul Ahmed Zakali. This week is Taxi Cab Appreciation Week, so to all you taxi cab drivers out there, I'd appreciate it if you'd take a shower once in a while. How's that go? I was a little late here tonight. I took a cab to the theater, folks. And I don't know if you've ever been in these New York City cabs, but I got one of those cabbies, couldn't speak English, you know. Saw his name there on the dash. I couldn't even pronounce it. I think it was something like Hideki Arabu. I'm like that. Arabu's been having some trouble, man. They fired his translator. Steinbrenner fired his translator. And people see that as cruel, you know, but I don't know, you know. I mean, if you're not doing well in Yankee Stadium, you know, do you really need a translator? Do you want that, you know? You know? Hey, what'd they say? They say you suck. You should go back to Japan, you dirty foreigner. Okay, I got it. I'm trying to pitch over here.
Everybody's bringing up these licenses for illegals and that they need to have them. And my question is, where are they getting the license plates? Obviously, we're letting them register vehicles without licenses. And in this day of car bombs and stuff, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Thank you, Dan from Boise. Norm, what's your feeling?
Well, I know that the New York Governor Spitzer, I'm trying to get to learn things, but he doesn't want to issue licenses to illegal immigrants, you know, and I don't know how the hell you're going to get a cab in New York City anymore. I mean, it's hard enough, you know, for me especially, as a black man.
When I first met him, he was in New York under the Queensboro Bridge jerking off punks for $15 a man.
Oh my God, that's not bad. Steady work anyway. But you picked a bad bridge. Queensboro would have been better.
Well, it was.
Queens.
It was Queensboro.
Oh, I thought Williamsburg.
Yeah, I mean, times have changed. Yeah, Williamsburg, yeah, it's been gentrified and everything, yeah.
And this guy used to jerk off punks under the Queensboro Bridge, $15 a man.
I robbed a couple of punks under there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You ever
You look familiar.
Were you in New York when the Twin Towers fell?
No, I was in Los Angeles.
Well, either way, it was a national tragedy. It was.
Yeah, I know.
9/11. We're going to go to hell. Yeah. Now it is time for me to get famous through the computer. Trick shot videos are all over the internet. Millions of people have checked out the latest from 12-year-old Johnny Sullivan from Iowa.
I'm going to try to hit the jug off the pole blindfolded.
That's pretty good, huh? No. And he got 250,000 hits. I can easily beat that, obviously. I went out this afternoon with a camera crew. You know what that means? Field piece.
Hey, I'm going to make a viral video. Look at that American flag up there on the moon. That was very impressive until you realize one thing. It was fake. Let's do some real ones. In my next viral video, I'm going to have one of my writers come up, and I'm going to throw it to him in a car. Remind me, I have to introduce myself to the writers. Blind throw to one receiver. Here we go, blindfold. Ready, set, hey! 1, 2, 3, 4. YouTube, call it Me Too. There's two important things to a trick shot. One, the trick shot itself, and two, the thing you say right after. Would you like a receipt with that? Bury me in baking soda. I'm on fire. Did it go in? It's about time. It's about space. It's about two men in the strangest place. Ah! My best catchphrase combined with my worst throw. Move over, baby with infectious laugh. Oh no! Oh, baby with infectious laugh will still be getting many more hits. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get one, or did we? With only 5 minutes left in the shoot and dusk coming at us, let's take a look at what happened. Watch this one. I bet you weren't expecting that one, God. That is going up on the computer right now, and we want to beat that little kid. We want 250,000 hits. The rest is up to you. Send us your trick shots and don't waste any time if you don't have a great catchphrase to go with us. Back sports.
You say there's no way we could go back, and that I've broken what we had. I wish that you would come around.
That could go viral.
You made up. I may go viral. But you made up for the one before that.
That goes viral. Daniel Kellison makes a lot of money.
Off of my idea?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the radio station launched the day after Princess Diana died, so it was it wasn't quite the sort of fanfare and celebration.
Now
a bit like when Farrah Fawcett died, and then it was usurped by Michael Jackson.
Somebody told me the Queen murdered her.
Yes, she did. Yeah. Yes, that's well known in England. Yeah. I'd like to apologise to the Queen.
Queen Elizabeth II visited Russia this week, becoming the first English monarch to set foot in the Soviet Union. The visit, which will last for 2 weeks, is expected to have absolutely no effect on anything whatsoever. Last week, Queen Elizabeth won 10 pounds in her country's national lottery. However, she has no plans to quit her job as Queen of England. Yeah, I knew. You think I didn't know?
Why is it that you can't... England's not doing well financially.
Right.
Can't you get you call them your mates? Mm-hmm. They're friends.
Yeah.
Everybody else in the world. They call them mates.
Sure.
Get a couple of dozen of your mates and go down to that Buckingham Palace and kill the old bag.
To what end?
It's money.
Right. Are you an old sea captain? What is this shtick that you... Are you drunk on rum? We were talking outside about why you never guest hosted for some of the... Now I'm beginning to realise. But, It's what's weird is you're not even drunk, and yet it's the illusion of it is extraordinary. I'm pleased to see that I've broken from the rule of only having white blokes on the show, which seems to be you only have white men and Roseanne
because it's supposed to be a comedy.
Right. But it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. It's allegedly.
Running now. Who are they? Clinton and Dahl?
Pat Buchanan is running.
Right.
Now a couple of people are threatening third-party runs for the presidency.
And I'm anxious to see him. Up there he is. It is Bob Dole. Wow, look at that. Holy mackerel. Oh, man. What an honor to see you, sir.
Thank you. Good. Got my casual look on here. How do you like it?
You look fantastic, Mr. Dole. Let me just say, although I'm not thinking of voting for you because of the abortion issue, I would love to interview you, and maybe you could convince all of us.
Yeah.
You're smart to come in here, is I think what I'm saying.
That's what I'm here for. I'm traveling around America and trying to get to know the people of America.
Right.
It was funny because I saw a picture of Dole in the paper the other day.
Mr. Dole.
Mr. Dole.
Right.
Standing on the beach in his suit talking to people. So he was casual.
Sure.
Yeah, Nixon used to do that. He used to walk around on the beach in his suit, too.
He's a good man.
Right.
Good man.
And you don't look a day over 85 in person, I got to tell you. You look great. I got to tell you, Mr. Dole.
And it is. Let me tell you something. I've traveled all around this country and I've met the people of America, and I learned one thing about them.
What is that?
I don't like them.
Yeah, they're not great people.
They're damn fools, most of them.
But let me conduct a serious interview with here, even though this show is not known for being serious.
Is he kidding now? Is this the joking Bob Dole?
Well, you're trying to improve your image. I don't think there's any.
Sure, sense of humor is important.
Right. So, Mr. Dole.
Hard to tell.
It is a comedy show, you know that.
Sure.
But I really do want to conduct a serious interview. May I ask you some serious questions?
No, laughing at you.
No, come on. I mean, I know I look kind of freakish and everything, but I want to do a serious interview here, okay?
Sure.
All right, good. You want to make an opening statement? Get this thing rolling?
I'd like to say that, where the hell am I?
You're at K-Rock. That's right.
And who are you?
I'm Howard Stern.
I remember the big hook-nosed fella.
That's right. That's right.
Hair like a girl.
That's right.
Queen of all media, don't they call you?
That's right. The queen of all media. That's very funny.
Well, let me tell you why I'm here, Howard Stern. I'm here to reach the young people.
Right.
You know, the under 65 group.
Right.
That's right, the baby boomers, Generation 10. All
right, what you're hoping to do? May I clarify here because I'm a little confused.
Sure.
By appearing on my show, I think that you're trying to reach the people who might be thinking of voting for President Clinton. You know, in the last election, I helped President Clinton get elected.
Well, I know you did, and I'm looking for that same thing. You know, you reach demographics I've never been able to reach, Howard Stern.
Right.
I'm talking about the damn dirty hippies.
Right.
Sexual deviants.
Right.
Criminal element.
You want to reach them?
Sure, the pedophiles, homosexual and otherwise.
Yes.
All of them. And you know what? I want that one group that can make or break a candidate.
You want to reach a group that can make or break a candidate?
That's right. The group that your show's aimed at.
Who's that?
The crack whores.
Crack whores.
Yeah, I'm looking for the crack whore vote.
Come on. Isn't it true that you're behind with most groups?
Well, that's true, but I'm ahead with some, too. That's what the media doesn't tell you, Howard Stern.
All right, name one group that you're ahead with.
Well, I'm a clear favorite among really old guys with one arm.
They like you.
Sure,
people
they like
How many people like that are there?
Well, hello there, Robin.
Well, wait a second. You brought up something interesting, Mr. Dole. You really brought up something interesting. All right, let me ask you, what about your age? I mean, you're older than everyone. Isn't that true?
Well, I suppose that is, when you look at it that way, but age will not be a factor in this election. I'll let you know that right now, Howard.
Age will not be a factor?
No, sir, unless
Are you dropping out?
No, Mr. Dole, what do you mean age will not be a factor in this election?
Well, unless I die.
Right, okay.
Won't be a factor. And I won't lie to you, Howard Stern, I'm no spring chicken. Well, my prostate hasn't functioned properly since JFK's head was in one piece.
All right, so I guess you and Mrs. Dole don't have an active sex life anymore.
I know. You wait just 1 minute, Howard Stern. The only thing on Bob Dole that's limp is this arm here.
Right.
That's right. When it comes to dirty, shameful sex, I have just as much as anyone. You hear that?
Right.
Hear that, Robin Quivers?
I just heard that.
Bob Dole's a man who appreciates a good three-input woman.
Right, and by the way, Mr. Dole, Robin is a three-input woman.
Is Mrs. Dole?
Let me ask you something about specific ethnic groups, if I may.
Sure.
All right. Now, you're friendly, you say, to different ethnic groups. Are you friendly to blacks?
Well, let me tell you something. When I was growing up, we didn't call them blacks, Howard Stern.
Yeah, what did you call them?
Slaves.
That's right.
Are you friendly to the slaves?
Well, that was a different century. I don't call them slaves anymore. I use the correct terminology.
Right.
Darkies.
Darkies, I see.
Right.
Okay, now wait a second. Mr. Dole, let me ask
Well,
you.
you got a good system here. You got the white folk here, and you got the
I'm segregated.
colored girl over there. And
Right.
the other way.
I'm segregated over
Well, let me ask you something. I'm curious. No one's ever asked you this before, and I've been known to ask outrageous questions. Have you ever slept with a black woman?
Well, to be honest with you, Howard Stern, love is blind, and I've known the touch of many an ebony princess.
Really?
Sure.
Well, that's shocking.
Well, only problem is, you know, who wants to make love and guard their wallet at the same time?
Right.
But I will say one thing for him, you know, when you're finished with him, well, the bed's made and the room's spotless.
Right, all right. Now, obviously, you're a little unenlightened when it comes to black people, Mr. Dole.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I resigned, you know, the same week as Magic Johnson.
That's true.
That's right, and I have full respect for Magic Johnson. He's a great man.
Do you like him?
Oh, my goodness. He'll leave a lot of records unequaled in the NBA, and I'll tell you one record he'll leave.
What's that?
Nobody will ever break.
What's that?
Only man ever to get AIDS from a woman.
Now, let me move into some other issues, because you're being very open, and I appreciate your candor here today.
Sure.
All right? How do you feel about abortion, and how do you feel about gay rights?
Well, I'll tell you, Bob Dole's against abortion. He's against gay rights.
Right.
There's one thing he's for.
Yes.
Aborting gay fetuses.
Really? Now,
Sure.
you're the only candidate who's come up. You want to abort gay fetuses.
That's right. Once you see a limp wrist on that sonogram, you get out the vacuum.
Right. Now, Mr. Dole, now, let me say something here, because this is outrageous today. You are really coming out fighting.
That's right.
I don't know how many of these policies we can believe. Are you serious?
Well, sure.
Sure. Why not? Listen, let me say something today, and I think you got to say something favorable about Mr. Dole.
What's that?
A lot of people have said that you lack energy, but I got to admit something. Today, you have lots of energy. You really do.
Well, sure, I'm no friggin' fossils, Howard Stern.
Right.
What if I'm old? Even a dead Bob Dole will be better than Clinton.
Right.
Problem with Bill Clinton is he thinks it was his penis.
Right.
I'm surprised his penis doesn't deliver the State of the Union address.
Right.
And Hillary, good God, she's more annoying than crumbs on a massage table.
Crumbs on a massage table. I don't even get that reference.
I didn't get it either. Jackie gave it to me.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
You can't throw anything at the president.
Yeah, Jackie's throwing paper. Yeah, that's the President of the United States. Almost.
Lord,
Right.
almost, that's right.
Right.
I'll tell you what I don't get, though, Howard Stern. This building you work in.
You don't like it?
Good Lord, Bob Dole hasn't seen a structure this decrepit since his left arm he looked at.
I see.
I call this the hell that is 600 Madison Avenue, home of the world's greatest radio show. The world's funniest people. And that Fred fella. Good Lord, Bob Dole thinks a grown-up man should get his wife under control, make sure she's not out stripping in Broadway shows.
So you are a fan of the show. You know about Fred's wife stripping.
Well, I've been told.
Right. Now, as long as you're commenting on people from the show, how do you like our own Robin? Comment on her.
I like her a lot. She's a cute girl, you know, but I think it's not so normal to be consumed with your sphincter and colon all the time.
Right, with her high colonics.
That's ridiculous. Bob Dole says anyone so consumed with their butt cheeks should be ashamed of their sorry existence.
Yes.
And this fellow over here, Jackie.
Jackie the Joke Man Marvel.
Yeah, damn dirty hippie, that's all he is.
Well, yeah, what about him?
He's out in the hallway trying to sell me a bunch of crappy T-shirts and CDs.
Oh, he makes those in his basement.
Yeah.
Big star.
Yeah, Bob Dole's all for capitalism, but you, buddy, you're embarrassing yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Not as embarrassing as Ralph, you know, but I'll
You
tell
met Ralph?
Well, yeah, I saw him out there, but Bob Dole doesn't like to pick on little girls.
What did you think about some of our interns out there?
Oh, good Lord. Steve the Gorilla.
Right.
Stuttering John, Ganja. Good Lord, don't interns usually move on after 9 years, Howard Stern?
Right. Excellent point, Mr. Dole.
Yeah, by the way, Stern, I think it's damn nice you'd employ that retarded fellow with the big teeth.
Oh, you like that I employ the retarded with the big teeth?
Sure. Working for a living makes him feel better about himself. Get him off the welfare rolls.
You're actually talking about Gary, our producer.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Mr. Dole, let me just say something here, because this is going very well, but I don't want
I'm
to...
shocked that he's here and we're talking.
I don't want to wear out your welcome. I'm flattered.
What are you throwing him out?
No, I'm thinking up questions, all right? First of all, I'm flattered at how much you know about us on the show here. That's that's really something. But all right, let me get back to the campaign, because that's what you're really here for, right?
Sure, well.
All right. What is the first thing you're going to do if you're elected president? Be serious.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do, Howard Stern, is get rid of that beast Janet Reno.
Janet Reno, you don't
Good
like
Lord, take a look at the woman. It looked like she ran out of money halfway through her sex change operation, for God's sake.
Right, okay. Now, what about accusations that you're too mean-spirited, like saying that Janet Reno looks like she ran out of her sex change money?
Well, I'm not mean-spirited at all. When I get into the White House, I don't know what I'm going to enjoy more, screwing over the blacks or the Puerto Ricans.
So there's not going to be any blacks in your administration, is that correct?
Well,
I like some of them. I wish there were more blacks like Clarence Thomas. At least he can name all his kids. Right? He can't
Right.
name
I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about the guy. Anyway, Mr. Dole, I think it's time to wrap up.
What? Not so fast, you big hairy freak. I've chosen a running mate, and I'm giving you the exclusive.
Oh, now great. Now this is a big news. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, Bob Dole will mention who his running mate is going to be. Now, who is it?
That's right. Bob Dole's running mate for this 1996 election. Somebody who's been with me for a long time. It's going to be this pencil here.
The pencil you hold in your hand.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a number 2 pencil. His name's Dixon Ticonderoga.
Right.
Yeah, he's been with me since the Great War, Howard Stern.
You mean World War II?
No, you damn fool. The Great War. Cro-Magnon man versus Triceratops. That's right. Me and my pencil won that war, and now we're going to win the election.
Well, let me tell you something.
Dole and Dixon Ticonderoga in 96.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Dole. That pencil has more personality than Al Gore, so you might actually take the election.
That's
Isn't
a
that
good
true?
point, Howard Stern.
Well,
That's a good one.
I want to thank you, Mr. Dole. Let me ask you one last question. What do you think of that guy on Saturday Night Live who does the impression of you?
Goddamn fag.
You think he's a fag? You really think he's gay?
I think he might be.
Yeah, right. Well, that's unbelievable.
Wow.
Isn't this?
He's really opened up to us today.
I can't believe it. I can't believe how much you've opened up.
Right.
And look how good you look.
I'm beginning to like him a lot better.
You know, I think I'm going to vote for Bob Dole now. I like all the things you said.
Yeah, vote for Bob Dole in 96 on account of I can't do anybody else.
Let me ask you a favor. Can I smell your pencil? I know it's been in that hand for a really long time.
Sure, absolutely.
Let me just pull it out of there.
There you go. I had it jammed up a Puerto Rican's ass last night.
Oh, stop that.
Hey, come on. Wow, do you smoke? It smells like tobacco, actually. I think you're very nervous. Of course, this is the great Norm MacDonald from Saturday Night Live who does Bob Dole so well. And he's fully made up as Bob Dole.
Well, the E-channel, right?
Right, yeah, oh no, you gotta do that.
We've been down this road together. We've been seeing the colors fade.
Nominee for President of the United States.
I thought he was in Florida, but he's here.
No, he's here.
Thrown off the press with those erroneous reports.
Well, he's like John F. Kennedy Jr. He knows how to throw off the press. Here he is. He's walking in right now. A little presidential music for the Senator Bob Dole, actually ex-senator. He resigned. I see you're holding your pencil. Whoa! Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He took a fall.
Are you okay?
Were you doing the Macarena? You just took a fall. Are you all right, sir?
Yes, no problem. I'm in good shape. No problem at all.
Did you hurt yourself?
I don't hurt myself. I took a damn grenade back in the war. You think falling off anything hurt me?
Was that what did it to you, a grenade?
A grenade, that's right.
I didn't know it was a grenade. I had no idea.
Wasn't it a grenade?
No, I don't know what it was. What was it? I don't even know what it was. I know that you almost put out your eye with that pencil. When you fell off that stage, you almost put your eye out with that pencil, didn't you?
Yeah, and at least huh? What?
What? Yeah. Not ad-libbing today, are you?
That should have told him to put the pencil in his hand, in his bad hand, with the point down instead of,
Yeah, why is the sharp end up? Why don't you keep the eraser facing your eye and your face?
What's that now?
Okay. You're not Polish, are you, Senator? All right, let's see. Let's talk. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, it is a pleasure once again to introduce the Republican candidate for the presidency of the United States. Let's do this officially. Let's welcome Bob Dole.
Thank you. Good to see you all.
You look great.
They said Bob Dole has a sense of humor. He's laughing this morning.
Bob Dole.
I lost the voice during the summer.
Yeah, you better work on it. No, you're doing great. Bob, Senator, you have an opening statement you want to make? Go ahead.
Let me tell you something, Stern. First of all, how are you? Good to see you, you damn freak.
Oh.
And let me ask you a question. I was wondering, do you take it in the seat?
Oh, come on. Why, because I have long hair?
That's right, you long hair beatnik. But don't worry, Bob Dole doesn't discriminate against the homos, and the queers.
Right.
Freedom for all homos, that's what I say.
Right.
In fact, I'm completely in favor of homo marriages.
Wait a second, you're in favor of gay marriage?
That's right, I changed my position on that.
You did.
Yes, that's right.
Unbelievable. You changed your position.
That's revolutionary.
I think they should have the same kind of marriage, except they have to change the line, the vows there, you know, where they say until death do us part.
Do we have to change that?
Yeah, they're going to change it into until lingering, horrible death do us part.
Talking about the AIDS virus.
Well, I don't want to say. Well, listen.
All right, listen, Dole, let's start
Nothing wrong
again.
with AIDS. Let me tell you something about AIDS. I believe everybody should take an AIDS test.
You do?
In this country, but I have a little piece of advice for you. If you're going to take your AIDS test, don't cram for it the night before. That's what I say.
You know, you're not a very... You know what? I'm going to tell you something about yourself and your personality. You seem like a very angry guy. You really do. You seem mean-spirited. That's why I think the voters are turning against you.
Well, why would I be angry, Howard Stern? You know, I got a gimpy arm, one kidney, I'm 73-year-olds, and I'm 40 points behind the damn polls. I'm sitting on top of the damn world.
All right, so you are an angry man. Maybe, listen, let's talk about the issues with Bob Dole. This is good. I'm glad you're here. I want to talk about issues. A lot of our audience, even though they work in gas stations, they're interested in the issues. All right? All right, so let's let the people know where you're coming from.
Where I'm coming from?
Yes.
Well, that's just the kind of damn hippie language I'd expect from you.
Politically correct, right?
Yeah, that's
You're right.
groovy.
All right.
Well, let me tell you something, you damn dirty beatnik. First of all, I'm against crime.
You're against crime?
Yes, I've got a hard-on for hard-on what?
You got a hard-on for hardened criminals? Is that what you're trying to say?
Right.
Come on, man. Did you rehearse at all? Did you just come in here and wing it?
Closing his eyes with that makeup.
Yeah, I mean... Damn, I mean, did you read the script ahead of time? I mean, come on, Senator. I think that pencil hit you in both eyes.
Hard on for hard on.
I think that pratfall, he needs some drugs. Now you say you have a hard on for hardened criminals?
Yeah.
What else? Forget it. All right, wait a minute.
Listen, what?
Come on.
The government,
bailing? Keep going.
I'm trying. The government is doing a real piss-poor job of protecting the good, hard-working Americans. Too much crime, Howard Stern.
All right, now why is there so much crime?
Well, crime's no mystery. A crack-smoking retard knows why there's so much crime in America. It's going to be explained in 3 simple words.
Go ahead.
Negroes, Negroes, Negroes.
Negroes. Now, wait a second. Are you in fact blaming all of the crime in our country on the Negroes?
No, I'd never do that. I wouldn't rule out.
What are you doing using the word Negro?
Right. Well, whatever. I'm trying to talk like Bob Dole. All right.
I wouldn't rule out the Dagos and the dirty mix, but let's face facts. Those damn Negroes like 3-pack Shakur.
Right.
Let me ask you something. Is Garth Brooks getting shot in Vegas?
No.
No. Is Kenny Rogers lying in a body bag?
Is Kenny Rogers what?
I don't know. Is he lying in a body bag after getting, pissing off Pat Boone?
No, I don't see Kenny Rogers and Pat Boone trying to kill each other. No, I don't.
That's my point.
That's true.
No one will say it, but they're the problem. We must do something about it. I'm too old to deal with it, but what?
He says he's too old to deal with it. But you're saying somebody should deal with it.
Somebody should deal with it. That's right.
Well, Senator Dole, excuse me for saying this, but you are really coming off sounding racist.
Racist? I'm not racist. That sounds like some damn dirty Jew would say. And listen, I don't mind damn dirty Jews. I'm not saying that.
Right.
You know, although it was a Jewish doctor who operated on my right arm.
Really?
That's right.
He did that to you?
Now it's about as useful as a new pair of rollerblades for Christopher Reeves. You know? I can't believe people would want to vote for that dope-smoking, draft-dodging horror master instead of me.
Now, Mr. Dole, you really sound like you're out of control this morning. I think that fall did a lot to your brain.
Hogwash. Bob Dole's not a racist.
What? That's right. You're not.
I thought we covered that.
yeah, we're going to cover it again.
Bob Dole's not a racist. I love Colin Powell. I love Bill Crosby. I even love that 16-year-old piece of ass Moesha.
You do?
That's
You
right.
love Moesha.
I love Moesha. There,
Right.
I said it. I'd love to hold her off the side of a bridge by the ankles until she consented to give me oral favors. That's right. And I'll tell you something else. I like that Whoopi Goldberg.
You do?
Sure I do.
I know you don't like reading, that's for sure. That's wild that you, yes. Now,
Whoopi Goldberg, a black woman with a damn dirty Jew name. There you go.
You know, I just noticed Mr. Dole switched pages of his script with his bad hand. It's amazing. I don't know how he did it, but he did
I
it.
think it's a fake.
Now, I'm surprised you like Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, sure. I'd grab her big chocolate cake ass and have my way with her plantation style.
Yeah.
That's right. Wait a minute. Did I think that, or did I say it out loud?
I don't know. Either way, Mr. Dole, I think that what you're saying is, and I'm glad you're saying this, I think you're trying to say you love black people, right?
Well, sure. Bob Dole loves black people.
He does.
Yes. I harbor no will against the Negroes as a concept, you know.
Right.
And I have a message for Negroes. Go ahead, drink your Thunderbird, play your rap music, rape your own sister, smoke your crack. Libby and I will continue to do hard work for you while you sleep in your own feces-covered mattresses. Bob Dole's for all Americans.
All right. Well, that's nice to say. All right. Well, that's a little better.
I think that will get the black vote.
I mean, he really does sound. You sound insensitive. You know that, and that's what people accuse you of, being insensitive.
And out of touch.
That's right.
Well, that's not true at all. What? I may sound insensitive, but deep down I'm a softie, you know? I may sound like Hitler, but I feel like more like Eva Gabor. Eva Gabor.
Really?
Or
You feel like Eva Gabor?
Sisters.
Yeah. Magda, do you think Merv actually had sex? I always wondered about that.
You
What's
think,
that about?
what, whether Merv had sex with Eva
Yeah,
Gabor?
Merv Griffin.
I don't know, Mr. Dole.
He's a dirty fruit, isn't he?
No, of course not. No.
I thought. No, I heard there was some rumor about Merv Griffin kind of having sex with that Danny Terrio.
Well, Danny Terrio said that Merv came on to him. Yes.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
All right. Now, what you're saying here this morning? Let me see if I got this right. Okay. You're saying there's a softer side to you that we don't see.
I'll tell you, Bob Dole has romance in his body all the way to the tip of these dead fingers of mine.
You have romance in your body.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's just creepy.
How does he show that?
I don't want to know. Let him use his dead fingers on you. Mr. Joel, let's change the subject. All right, here we go. Senator, President Clinton has refused to release all of his medical records.
Yeah.
What do you think he's hiding?
Yeah, well, he says they're embarrassing.
Right.
Yeah.
What is he trying to hide?
Let
do
me
you know?
tell you. Sure, two words.
What?
Throat syphilis.
Throat syphilis.
That's
You
right.
think that's what he has?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, that's disgusting.
I've never even heard of it.
Throat syphilis? You never heard of that?
No.
Yeah, well, that's what fruits get.
Maybe he has a clitoris in his nose. All right, let's change the subject again. Let's change the subject again.
Doesn't inhale. Maybe he didn't swallow either.
Let's do something. Let's see if we can't help your image. All right. All right. Do you have any pets?
Pets? Yes, damn right I have pets. I have a dog with a club foot. I got a cat with a hunchback. Got one of them six-legged rabbits. Got a goldfish with epilepsy.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's something wrong with
Is that because of your own affliction that you?
Yes, I believe all life is sacred. No creature with a defect should be destroyed, except maybe Stuttering John.
Right.
That's right. What the hell? He should live too.
All right. You know what? I think you're mellowing out, Mr. Doll. I really do.
Yeah, that was soft to let
Stuttering John live. That shows a softer side to you.
Well, with age brings wisdom, you know.
Right.
Unless you're Ronald Reagan, you know, then it brings Alzheimer's.
Right. Good point.
That character. Went over to visit Reagan last month at his ranch, you know.
Right.
Yeah, Nancy said he was out back riding horses and chopping wood. So I go back to see him, you know.
Yeah.
Find him riding wood and chopping horses.
Wow, just the opposite.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
The polar opposite. But seriously, Stern, last week I got a Mother's Day card from the Cafe Jackoff.
You did? You got a Mother's Day card from Ronald Reagan.
That's right.
Wow. Hey, listen, speaking of...
Robin got a Mother's Day card from the Harlem Globetrotters.
Wow. Now, let me ask you something, Senator Dole, all right?
I heard that on Carson a long time.
Really? Yeah, all right, well, that's okay. It's all right to take material from there. Senator Dole, you bring up Ronald Reagan, and you have an advanced age. How is your health holding up?
Oh, I'm fine. Only thing is my colon falls out every once in a while.
What?
That's
Really?
right.
Oh, my.
Jackie, you're wearing finger cuts. Could you be a good fella? Tuck it back in there. Come on. Yeah, what?
Out right now?
Yeah, is your colon out right now?
Yeah, my colon's out.
Yeah.
Sometimes it kind of dangles out there like a dirty accordion in a hurricane.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. You want to hear Lady of Spain?
Yeah, that's good. Wouldn't that be ironic if you lose all sensation in your arm and you have a hand like Bob Dole?
Yeah, that'd be a f***ing riot.
I can see you're a personable guy. You have a certain charisma when people meet you. You have a lot of good ideas. Why are you still losing to Clinton?
Oh, God, that beats me. I can't believe people would want to vote for that dope-smoking, draft-dodging horror master instead of me. I just don't get it. Man cheats on his wife.
Right.
If he were a real American like me, he'd do what I did. Bill Clinton would dump his first wife and trade her in for a younger model like you do with a car.
Right.
Let me tell you, Stern, I love that new bitch smell. What?
That new wife smell?
Oh, yeah, that new wife smell.
You love that. All right, listen to me. Let's see if we can't make this happen a little more, all right? Let's have some final thoughts from you, all right? The Brady bill.
I'm against it. Completely against it. What is that again?
Buying handguns.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Yeah, right.
No, I just need some help. No, I'm against the Brady bill.
You are?
Yes, it violates our God-given right to buy arms immediately. So we can go out and shoot any son of a bitch that tries to break into your home and rape your wife and then tie you up and put a little red ball in your mouth while they take a curtain rod and violate you while playing rap music in the background.
Right. Now, this didn't happen to you, did it?
What?
I said that didn't happen to you, did it?
Well, it won't happen again, I'll tell you that.
Right. With rap music, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, let me tell you something. I want to thank you for coming in. You were terrific today. You've never been more right on. It's unbelievable. And your preparation was incredible.
Excellent.
Right. And you're a good guy. I could see that you're a good guy. You know, maybe people...
Has he changed your mind?
No. I'm still not voting for him.
What? You're not voting for
Well,
me?
I'm thinking about it. All right?
Let me tell you, you don't vote for me, I'm not going to see your movie.
Really?
That's right. That movie by itself could bring down the entire country.
Wait a second. By the time it's out, you'll be an asterisk in the history books. You know that, don't you, Bob Dole?
Oh, wow.
Did you just say the F word?
No.
Do I say that?
You almost said it. No,
But
you said F
right
you.
there.
F you.
Oh,
F
okay.
you.
F you, Howard Stern. Don't reach out to shake my... What?
I was going to shake your hand.
No, don't do that.
Why?
No, my hand's as dead as Minnie Pearl, you bastard.
Oh, you got through that all right, didn't you? Oh, the makeup was excellent, too. Yeah, now he warms up. Wow. Senator Bob Dole.
Bob Dole.
As
Bob
played
Dole.
by Norm MacDonald, of course, the only good person left on Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know him since I'm a beginner. And my first comedy club gig ever is in Catch a Rising Star, Princeton. And Norm MacDonald, this is 1990 or 91. Norm's done a few local talk shows in America, small time, but he hasn't made it in America. He's kind of got a little following, and it was a big gig for me. And I'm hosting Norm shows, and this is when Andrew Dice Clay was the #1 comic in the world. And Norm was so different than that.
Yes. Yeah.
But comedy was hot, so the club was packed every night. And Norm had this weird accent, and his jokes were long, and they were often absurd, and, you know. But here's Norm, this goofy Canadian accent, really telling these long, weird bits for 8 shows. And he probably bombed 3 out of 8 shows. Whenever he killed, he would kill, when it was a sophisticated crowd, he would get him and he would kill. He would just go backstage, he'd pull out a deck of cards, and he'd make me and Rich Voss play poker with him. When he bombed, inexplicably, he would go to the exit and say goodbye to every single person. I think to entertain me. I don't know if he just loved the awkwardness of it, or he was always one step ahead of me, one step ahead of his fans, the industry. He was such a nut.
I love that. That's a committed person. But that's what I loved about him.
He was just grasping fame and figuring out how to be to be different.
And also one of the nicest, most genuine, authentic people.
Paradise with your body, I don't wanna share. We're making dynamite, explosive love intentions building in the air. Yeah. So baby, baby.
And they go, coming up when because Norm started in Canada, he's Canadian.
Yeah.
They go, whenever he killed in these early years, working a weekend at Yuck Yucks or something.
Yeah.
When the show was over, he'd just hide, or he'd just go in the green room and sit there. But if he bombed, which Norm is the kind of comic who, like every other show,
yeah,
because he literally he just didn't care. When he bombed, which was like semi-regularly, he would wait in the hallway to shake audience members' hands, so that they had to see him again. So they're leaving. He's like, "How you doing? Hi."
That is the most gangster move.
Yeah, it totally is. But if he's like, if I kill, I don't want to do that.
Norm MacDonald's one of my favorite people on the planet. He doesn't even know that. You don't even know that.
I know.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, man.
One of my favorite people come in here every time. It's been like 2 years. You kind of took a year away from it. I think so, yeah.
Holy crow.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. You've been busy eating, evidently.
Wait, no.
And not now. You've cleared it up. But you had to eat and then lose the weight.
Yeah.
So you took a year off from
some
us.
weird thing happened where I had a huge hunger, and Sean was around. You haven't introduced Sean.
I'm sorry. Sean
O'Connor.
The
your
helper.
He's the future of comedy.
Oh, is he the future? This isn't like a Liberace situation where you got a helper?
I mean, he did say he would pay for my plastic surgery.
We're going to make you look like Norm. That's the thing.
Listen,
Sean's got a house.
Yeah.
Can I read a little news story?
Yes,
a Brazilian serial killer has confessed to murdering 39 people. The alleged serial killer, apparently he was coerced into confessing his crime, and what he did was, geez, this is kind of grisly now that I read it. He would lure young women and men. He would kill regardless of gender. Chop up the victims, and then, this guy was a real jerk.
And that's why you're one of my favorite people. It's so succinct. It's such a...
So, yes, I had a hunger issue, what I would call it.
What did you put on? Because when I was watching your podcast, I think it was Gilbert or Super
250.
What? No kidding?
Maybe. I remember one time I was 235, but I remember being fatter after that. But yeah, I would eat and
just for no reason.
Because all of a sudden the appetite just started.
You just ballooned.
Out of nowhere. And then I got real worried. And I said to him, I went to a doctor, and then all the tests came out positive. And I'm like, I don't know if I told you about this doctor, but he wasn't the nicest guy, Like, at one point he said, open your mouth and say oink. That's not nice, right?
No. So earlier this morning, you say the people on Cool were doing mounds of blow at the station. What the hell is that about?
Oh, my God.
I didn't know we could talk about that.
Sure we can. You're in a safe place.
Did you cut some lines?
We cut lines off of Erica?
No, they just kept giving us donuts.
They
were like going away for a while.
Incredible energy, man. They were like... It's
the oldies station. They have to have energy, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, though.
I don't buy it.
But listen, man, Sean,
the future of comedy.
It reminded me last night because I got in early yesterday, and then I waited up on Sean because he drove from Los Angeles.
Oh, geez.
Because he's afraid of Ebola. And it sort of reminded me, because I would phone him, on his car, and I go, "How you doing?" He goes, "Now I'm in, wherever he was."
Quartzsite.
Yeah. And it reminded me
date shake.
of he had a date shake.
No, I ate at McDonald's twice.
On the drive?
That's a long drive. You ever have a date shake?
No.
Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah.
But it reminded me of kind of like a Stephen King novel. I'm on the phone.
Right.
He's like, I haven't touched anyone yet, and he's so afraid of Ebola. But
Are you really afraid of the Ebola? Because I think I'm horrified.
Oh, yeah, I'm terrified because what just happened is it was one person, then it was two people, then it was three people, and then that second person went on a plane.
Yeah.
So now 800 people are quarantined.
And there's another one on a boat now, on a cruise line.
The one on the plane doesn't have it yet.
Yeah, but close enough.
It's so
We've
close.
Had 2 people that have had it.
And the other one that was handling...
The other one are being accused.
Yeah.
Right now we're taking the witches right now and we're going to start burning them.
Good.
Yeah.
Who's for burning? Show of hands. If it's
if it saves me...
Me too. That's how I feel.
I'm going to tell you
diarrheaing blood.
Yes. Burn that guy.
Fidel Castro, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Who has an island. His country is an island, right? So when the AIDS outbreak happened, you're on an island. It could knock your whole island out.
Right, yeah.
So what he did is they had a big, beautiful resort, right? And he just took it over, because that's what they can do in
Cuba. When it's your island.
Yeah, and he put all the AIDS patients in this beautiful resort, fed them all, and...
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. They
It almost makes you
really-
want AIDS in Cuba, doesn't it? Kind of like tried to get it.
But it knocked the disease out. It killed the disease.
Because you quarantine everybody into their own little package.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So the lady who they keep saying was handling samples, which basically means the poop and pee of the Duncan guy
She was taking
is
them
on
out.
a Royal Caribbean cruise and she's got it locked in a cabin now. I'm the same way because I
But
think
also like a nurse. If a nurse can get it, I mean, 'cause
Yes.
they take care.
they try not to get stuff every
So-
day. That's their job.
So if it's not airborne, Sean
Yeah.
was saying it's just a droplet.
Yeah.
Well, wait till terrorists get it.
I mean, of course.
If you take in someone's breath that has
Yeah.
Ebola, you know.
It's like a
It's
horrible
gonna be
movie.
awful.
Yeah,
I
know.
had to stop drinking people's blood.
That'll do it.
I mean,
Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Stupid Twilight movies, and now we've got this. It's taking a horrible turn on all of us.
yeah, well, I mean, it would be the worst when terrorists get it, but I also think it would be bad when just like innocent people get it.
That's when you got something.
I think you misunderstood me, but it's okay. Who did you usurp as the future of comedy?
I
There
think,
has to be like the guy who had that role that you took
Yeah,
it
who
from.
got rolled?
probably Aziz Ansari.
You think? And now he's just comedy.
Now he's
the
president of comedy.
He's the czar.
And Norm, are you the
I'm the
ghost
past.
of comedy past?
Yeah. A lot of times me and Sean we'll go and then people go, hey man, that guy seems like the future of comedy, that guy seems like the past of comedy. Where do we
Who
go
says
to get
that to you?
Where do we go to get the present?
The people who review your show that way. That's just an awful person to say that about the show he just watched. I saw the future and I saw the past.
Yeah.
Just looking for something in the middle there.
Yeah, well, listen, man, the future and the past are all we got because the present is, people falling down, bleeding from every orifice of their body.
Yeah, that is, I don't like the present.
It's
Did you
better
ever
to
read-
look at that.
Did you guys ever read The Hot Zone?
Yeah, we were talking about that. I never
God,
read
that
it,
was a
but
terrifying book.
it's the one that makes me go, okay, Ebola. I'm not going to fool around with this one. We had a record of 0 cases.
Yeah.
Up until
And
about a month and a half
they
ago.
could have had a vaccine. It was 20 years ago.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
they
yeah.
could have worked on a vaccine, but they didn't.
What was the thing that you told me about the hot zone that sounded like a lie?
Oh, the horrifying story. Oh, that you think it's a lie? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, in the Hot Zone, they're talking about the first guy that got it, and it's just a nightmare. And he gets to the, it's on a little plane from Africa, and he gets to the hospital, and he goes there. And it's an African hospital.
Which
Not to
says
say
that.
anything against Africa, but my God. And then
Look at these hospitals.
and then he goes there, and they don't know Ebola.
Sure.
So he's like, and they said at that point, anyways, he collapsed and blood exploded from everywhere.
Oh.
And they said that the blood hit the ground and started moving.
What?
Because it's
Like a
more-
sci-fi movie?
Like a sci-fi movie, because it's more Ebola than plasma at that point.
Oh.
And it's just looking for a host. 'cause
mobile.
It's going to die.
I'm out. I'm out on that. Yeah, start the fire.
It's like Alien.
Yeah, no, that's just an awful
So
thing.
burn all the Ebola. That's what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Yeah. I'm fine with that. Are you opposed? Are you opposed to it? Give me a counter argument to it.
You take that resort, Norm, and then you torch it. That's John's idea.
I have an odd approach to curing starvation as
Yeah.
well, which is kill all the starving people.
Yeah.
It goes away if we team up with the warlords. I mean, we've raised so much
They
money,
take the
and
food
they're
anyway.
still hungry. We've teamed up with the wrong side.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you think? You have to go already?
No,
Oh,
Brad's
okay.
just pointing at my coffee.
Brad, I don't like when you stand up. Sit back down. Doesn't he look like he's from a Wallace and Gromit special?
The were-rabbit is right behind him.
Norm, you've been at this for a long time now. How long have you been doing this?
25 years.
Is it 25 years? No,
Yeah.
and it's your birthday
And
today.
I started late.
51 years
Happy
old,
birthday,
Norm.
by the way.
Happy birthday.
Oh, yes, it is my birthday.
We
Yeah.
get lists.
I actually started very late for a stand-up.
Yeah. 25. What were you doing before
Most
that?
of them started as kids,
Yeah.
Sean
I
started
started at 19, yeah.
19,
No kidding. That's just brave.
And even 19 is sort of. Some people are 16.
So you stopped hooking and you went into comedy
What were you doing
at 19.
before?
Oh, yeah.
Were you a prostitute,
I-
as Brady pointed out?
I want stuff to come out of my mouth.
Well, that's your choice.
Lord.
That's just an extra $20. You can go
Quitter.
either direction. Yeah. Norm, were you? Did you have different aspirations before you started doing
Oh,
stand-up?
no, I just did manual labor.
Really? Like
Yeah.
tile work or drywall? What are you looking at?
Drywall was too hard for me. Anything with any skill, I was horrible at.
Well, what was
but
manual?
I moved furniture.
Oh.
I worked in a logging camp. I lived in Canada. I just travel around to.
Yeah. And then just all of a sudden said, "This is it." What would Norm? Today is your birthday, so it's the time for reflection.
It's true. It is my
What would
birthday.
birthday Norm today go back and tell young Norm 25 years ago?
What would I go back and tell
Would you
myself?
go back and say, "All right, Norm, here's what you need to know"? Watch out for Ebola. First of all, that's clear.
Yeah,
that's
no,
coming.
That's coming.
That's coming. You got a future ahead.
Yeah, I guess I would. Gosh, man. I mean, I have no regrets in my life.
I'm not asking. You're not on a deathbed or anything.
Got no regrets.
I'm not trying to pin anything on you. Just, is there anything you're like, man, I could have done that better?
Oh, almost everything. Yeah.
So you just have a list of stuff for
yeah.
young
No,
Norm.
I would say, you know how they say a life unexamined is not worth living?
True.
But another bad thing, though, is did you ever try to examine your life? Which is what you're asking me to do right now.
And you hate it. Yeah, I apologize.
Oh, it's depressing. So you look back, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
What are these bumps?
If you keep dwelling on them, though, that's a
bumps.
I've got bumps.
Why do I not remember the last 6 days and there's scabs all over my face? No, when I used to drink, I used to walk. This is what my friends told me. I would walk, fall down, walk, fall down, walk, fall down, and then I would black out for a couple of days, and I wake up and there'd always be scabs on my face.
This is what your friends told you.
I thought I had been in a big fight, but my friends told me, "No, you're just walking down."
They were just kicking your ass. You were in a fight club, and they did beat the tar and put you to bed.
Norm, have you ever met any other celebrity that shares the same birthday as you, like Ziggy Marley?
Yeah.
Ziggy Marley. No,
You
he
have the
shares
same
my
bir-
birthday.
yeah, Eminem.
Oh, Eminem. Yes, I have met him.
Bill Hudson, one of the Hudson
The
brothers.
Hudson brothers.
Yeah.
Now, was he Goldie Hawn's husband?
He put his seed
Kate
inside
Hudson?
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah,
He made Kate.
Kate Hudson.
Yep, he made Kate.
The Hudson brothers.
George Wendt.
Oh, really?
Norm.
And he played Norm.
How odd is that? No,
you know,
not
it's
really.
you know how dumb I am. When I started doing stand up, right? I was in Canada. There was no TV or anything, right?
There wasn't?
Not in Canada.
Really?
I mean, there was TV.
25 years ago?
I mean, you couldn't go do stand up on TV.
I see, I got
We'd
you.
mostly get our
Right.
TV from America. But I was going across the country and everything, doing my stand up, but no one knew who I was. But sometimes when I go on, people go, Norm. And I thought I was catching on, but it was from the TV show.
From the Cheers.
Yeah, so they heard Norm. They go, Norm. Like an idiot, I go, yeah, man. And people are starting saying,
Cool.
So you could go back and tell young Norm that wasn't
I
going
would
to get
tell
excited
him
about.
that,
You settle down on the Norm chance.
But they say Norm. They're
Yeah.
talking about George Wendt's character on
Clearly,
Cheers.
the wildly popular Norm is the fat guy
Yeah,
over here.
exactly.
Here's another cool one you share your
Yeah.
Evil Knievel.
Oh, I love Evil
Did you ever
Knievel.
meet Evil Knievel?
No,
Oh,
boy,
man.
I would like to. My buddy is...
He's dead, right?
Yeah,
It's too late.
2007.
My buddies, they wrote Ed Wood and People vs. Larry Flint. They write biopics, and they're writing one on Evil Knievel. And they told me some awesome stories, and the best one was... Well, one cool thing was whenever he did a stunt, he would get his whole family together and talk to them like...
This could be it.
This could be it, yeah, which was pretty cool. And they have video of that. And then, so he was so rich because he always thought he was just about to die. So he'd always have, a walking cane that was all diamonds and stuff. But he bought a jet with, on the side of the jet was Evil Knievel, like jumping in a motorcycle, right? And he was like, this is going to be exciting. So then he takes the jet and he's like, I can't see it. Because of course he can't see the side of the jet. He's inside the plane. So he buys another jet.
To fly next to that jet. That's
that's
a
lot of
life
money.
well led. Right there. That's how you do it. When you can buy a jet to look at your own jet, that's winning right there. That guy's better than me.
I played tennis with this guy that was a Supercross rider or a Grand Prix, and Evil Knievel was his sponsor in 1974.
Yeah, he threw his
bike.
money all over because I don't think I think he.
And he talked about a couple of parties on the yacht.
Yeah.
And he said Evil was one of those guys that never backed down. Like if a guy challenges him, he's like, "All right, let's go."
Yeah. And I remember there was a story like somebody like in the press or something badmouthed him or something like that. And he just walked into the place with a baseball bat.
Took him out.
Yeah, and he's like, I know,
See, those were the
I
good
know
old
this
days.
is going to cost me a lot of money, but I don't care.
Yeah.
And it cost him like $10
Sean,
million,
see, you can't do that as the future of comedy.
Oh, no.
You can't just go in and bash somebody who doesn't like your
Or
act.
you could bring it back.
Or
Yeah,
maybe
we're
as
all
the
for it.
you're the future. Anything you do is going to
That would
gonna
be wonderful
catch on.
to get, like, masculine energy.
You have none of that?
I have zero of that so far.
Do you maybe harness up some WNBA energy or some female energy? Perhaps?
I mean, I have played basketball with women before, so I think this would work out.
He gets a lot of tail, this guy. It's
Is that right?
unbelievable.
Yeah?
I mean, it's not unbelievable. He's a handsome, nice
No,
guy.
I'm engaged. That's what you mean.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He's getting tail from that same lady over and over.
Yeah.
Engaged, you're getting a lot of
I
tail.
guess that doesn't count.
Let's get married.
I guess that doesn't count. He's always like, hey, I got a story about last night. I'm like, easy. I know. Yeah, she's a sweet girl, Aaron.
I was with
Don't
this
tell me
chick
another
last
story.
night?
He's like, and then
man.
I'm like,
Because then you got to meet that person. You look at
I'm
him
good
like,
friends
she was
with her.
just folded over like a Samsonite.
Yeah, you're packing her up in the overhead compartment.
Folded over like a Samsonite.
You don't want to see the
let's
people.
not say that about Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron is the sweetest, girl.
But evidently puts out
couldn't
quite
imagine.
Yeah,
you couldn't even imagine her. She's so saintly.
Yeah, you get her on any night. She's
She's an
Norm's
animal.
getting a call.
Hello?
Eddie answered it.
It must
Bert?
be important. Let's listen. Uh-oh. This is it.
Oh, is this Leslie?
Leslie Moonves? We've all got a show. He's loving the interview.
I'm doing a radio interview.
Well, Norm's on the phone. I can tell you, Norm and Sean are over at the Tempe Improv, TempeImprov.com.
I'm doing a radio interview. I gotta go.
TempeImprov.com, Friday and Saturday.
I'm doing a radio interview. I gotta go.
Get off the phone, Leslie.
Is Leslie a girl? Do you know
Oh,
Leslie,
my
Sean?
God.
I don't know Leslie.
What was that? Who's that?
Oh, that's my brother Leslie.
You know, J.B. Smooth's brother called once while he was on the air.
Yeah.
And he picked it up, and he needed
$300
It was
bucks.
300 pounds of chicken for a picnic, and I'm like, you can't. That's just. I mean, you're just baiting me for like 3,000.
And he was short. He was short on some cash.
He's like, he needed 250 bucks to cover the chicken.
No, I didn't
bill.
want to take the call, but I saw it was from my hometown.
Could be
I'm
trouble.
Like, oh my
Is he
gosh.
wishing you a happy birthday?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh,
That's what it was.
I'm yelling at him.
Well, he's trying to be nice.
You're right. That is what it was.
Yeah, he's that prick. See if I ever
You know
seen
what I
him.
mean? When you get a phone call.
Sure.
You know what I find? I don't know if you guys are like this. Like, do you have landlines?
Not anymore.
Well, you
I
have-
do.
I dumped it.
You have had them.
Oh yeah.
But like in the middle of the night when the phone rings, that to me is like terrifying.
Oh, it's horrible.
Because
Yeah.
you're like, what is you're going?
Who's
to the phone.
dead?
And at the I don't know, are your folks still alive?
Yeah, no.
Mine are too. So anytime you get a call, it's like,
Of course.
Well, now that I know that, I'm going to call Brady in the middle of the night more. I didn't know that the whelmed
well, you just
black
if it's,
cloud
coming
of
from, if
death.
it's coming from home. Hopefully, it's they're calling to either check in, but
Yeah.
sometimes
But
there's
if it's
weird
in the middle
times.
of the night, yeah.
I'm just going to hire people from Columbus, Ohio, to call you at 3 a.m.
Good luck. We change numbers every.
Yeah, keep that up because I can find you. This is going to be great fun because I'm horrible.
Well,
I think that's so funny to call him in the middle of the night. It's like, hello.
Your parents are fine. I just checked on them.
I had a prank I did when I was a kid. Like we all had pranks, like telephone pranks we would do. And then, but mine, I wish, kind of looking back, I wish I hadn't done it. But I would phone people like at random, just strange, just numbers. And I was a little young kid, and I would go like, I'm in trouble. Someone's trying to get in, and this is my mother gave me this number to phone in case there's in trouble. And there's someone's coming through the door, you know. And they go, "What? No." They go, "Where do you live? What's your number?" I don't know. I don't know. My mommy told me to phone you. My mommy told me to phone you.
Oh, man! Now they'll track it down.
Oh yeah, probably.
I'm going to do that anyway.
Sometimes
And
they
you're
go,
thinking that's hilarious.
at the time, yeah.
I still
but
think
there was
it's
no
funny.
closure to the prank.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like I
You left
got
them hanging.
Yeah, it's just for the rest
Mine
of their
wasn't as
lives.
elaborate, but I used to call and go, and they'd be like, hello? Like, is this suicide hotline? No. Oh, I can't do anything right. And just hang up. And then, have them hanging for the rest of the day. It's like, that was odd. Yeah.
That's so fun.
I can't do anything right.
We
That's
both
great.
hurt people's feelings.
Yeah, those people think they have blood on their hands now.
Yeah, they've lived their
The fun prank that I like doing was in the winter. We had a sledding hill, and I used to string piano wire across the
he
trees.
used to kill people. It's
and
different.
shove the kids down in the snow and just watch them slice up like Snicker bars.
You know what another prank?
God.
You know what a prank we
My
went
uncle, he went on a snowmobile.
Yeah.
That is not the official term for what you do when you're trying to explain snowmobile.
Snowmobile. When you move your hand really fast.
That's how you
Over your
operate
genitals.
it. You operate the snowmobile like
You know when you make a
whacking
fist
off.
over your genitals and you just move it up and down? Snowmobile, of course.
Did I do that?
Yeah.
He did snowmobile.
Anyways, they had the farmers put up
The fencing?
Oh.
but like invisible. You couldn't see it, and my uncle got hurt. But what were you going to
I was going to say, we had a thing we were going to do. It's just pranks just to make people think.
Yeah.
You know when you go by a place where some horrible accidents happen, they've put up like, if
Yeah.
somebody got run over by a bike, they paint a bike white and put it on that corner. Brady and I especially, we wanted to paint like sleds in Phoenix.
Like random, a canoe.
Just like white
It's happening at
sleds.
this intersection.
Put candles all around it and like a date.
That's fun.
And just see if people just to make people like us are driving. Just entertainment as you drive.
Yeah, a box of Sudafed.
This is where he drives. Time release capsules all over, painted white. That's a
Just
great
a bunch
idea.
of empty boxes.
Yeah, that'd be a fantastic. And nobody could touch it. They'd feel bad. It's like a tribute, so you can't clean it up. It's not litter, so it has to
Paint them
happen.
white.
That's
Those
everything.
are
painted
kind
white.
of sad. Those
They're
highway
awful.
side. Yeah, like
What's
I
the
think
time
the guy
limit?
would rather just not have a shrine.
Yeah,
if it's gonna
like
be
why
on
not
the
a
side
shrine of him?
highway.
Build a statue of him, not
Yes.
the bike he was on.
Yeah,
like
right.
the bike
Are you
just
going to
says-
put one of, like a relative or on the back of the windshield of your car
Yeah.
for a while and drive
People
around?
turn their cars into tombstones.
And then how
now.
long do you do
What?
that?
I've never heard
You haven't
of this.
seen that? Well, in here, all over, they'll have a picture of the Lady
In
of Guadalupe
memory of?
and the name of a person, and it's always some horrific date, like 1987 to 2013. You're like, oh, he was young.
yeah.
But now their car's resale value is garbage.
Oh, of course.
That's all I care about. It's like, what's this guy doing? He just lost a couple grand putting that up there. It's not, you're still alive. There's no reason to lose money.
Then a lot of tattoos are pretty
Oh,
popular
yes.
too.
Yeah.
The deceased person will put it up there. One will have a date when they're born and then a question mark.
Yeah,
I guess they're
vanished.
They're waiting to fill it in. I guess. When
Oh, what?
That's so embarrassing.
Well, it's like 1986 to 1987.
Yeah.
and you're trying to have doggy style sex
Right.
with them.
And you got to look at
Oh.
her. You got to look at her kid Sid on the back.
Oh.
Oh, it's just little Sid.
Yeah.
Didn't have time to name him.
Rest
on
in
the
peace
small-
in
he's
heaven,
on the
my
small of
little.
the back.
My little
You mean
angel.
Sid, the kid's name?
The kid, I call him Sid.
He was
automatic.
named after
Right after
Yeah.
the
sudden
disease, right.
infant death.
Which I want to die from adult onset sudden infant death syndrome called not so sudden infant death syndrome. It's just stupid. You
It
see
took
what
a
you've
while,
done?
yeah.
This
It
is what
was,
you do to us.
it
You know
was,
that you've been responsible. I don't know if you heard us talking about it. There's been probably 5 or 6 visits here, but the very first time we ever had you on was like 15 years ago. I was at another station here in town, and they found a headless body on the freeway the day you got here. Last time you were here,
was your uncle on the snowmobile?
yeah, like 10 years ago.
I feel I remember that.
A dude crossed the road on the freeway and got plastered. That was the day you were here. And then today, some guy going the wrong way on the I-10 blows up the I-10. It's not even usable all the way back to L.A.
Oh,
Wait a second.
God.
This.
I probably should have told you guys that I'm the devil.
Oh, man. You could have led with that.
Yeah, I've come back and I brought Ebola with me.
You've got your podcast. It's still going, but I clicked on it the other day. It says Norm will be back in May.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
Well, I do it for a while, and I
Vacation.
go, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And then they're like, he's on hiatus.
Yeah. Is that what that is? Or is it just that you
what
may
they
or may
say.
not come back?
Yeah, I don't know if I will. Or
Okay.
not. I just do it for a while, and then
It's fun to
get
watch.
tired of it.
'Cause
It's
it
fun
is.
to
Yeah,
do, man.
yeah.
It's so great. I think it's just the people who do it with Norm
Are awful?
are awful.
Well, no, Sean isn't. Sean does it with me. He's
Well, there's
awesome.
one guy. There's always one guy. It's the rest of the people.
The future's good.
It's those awful others. I did a podcast with Frank Caliendo for about 6, 7.
Oh,
so that was
wow.
about 6 months, and then we tired of it as well.
Even Frank tired
Frank-
of
yeah,
it?
well,
He
Frank-
seems tired of nothing.
No, the second you say
Well,
the
he
F
starts
word,
getting
he
busy
gets
on
nervous
everything.
because he's on that
Oh,
Disney
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
you get nervous when you start doing horrible jokes, and we have
Oh,
you know,
of course, Frank would. Yeah,
yeah,
he
Jay
would.
Farrell, Ralphie May, me, and Frank are in a room. It's
Oh, that was the.
It was.
podcast?
That was one of them we did.
Oh,
it was
I
great.
See. Oh, I see. Yeah, Frank would get nervous.
Yeah, he got real nervous. Do you enjoy doing the interview stuff with people on the podcast?
Yeah. Well, we got good guests, so that I was interested in, but. It's harder. Like you guys obviously have to just interview everybody.
Not necessarily.
Here. What?
No, we don't.
You don't?
No, you're a special choice. We could have said no.
I'm amazed that people. I don't know how I would do with people that
you don't care about.
Yeah, like I'm always astonished by, especially a guy like David Letterman, who I think would be even less interested than we would be. You know, or the way he can pretend to be interested.
Right,
like,
and actually have.
But don't you think he has a little more juice or say on saying, "Hey, this guest is here"? But there's every once in a while they have to take it. He has to take it. Yeah.
No, on an average guest, you got to. Yeah,
if they're in town, they're promoting
3 guests a night.
Yeah.
There's not that many interesting people. And, actors are not interesting at all. I mean.
And now, did you start getting pressure from anybody? Because it's your podcast, but you start getting money from the outside coming in. I think it was Jerky Links, which might have explained the ballooning. Was that right? You had the Jerky Links thing. You had to try to convince me you're a Jerky Links guy.
What?
Just get what they want, like guests from them.
Sean and I, we like just older guys. A lot of people wanted young people. Young people.
But they're not interesting.
Older guys are the most interesting. And I always think in show business, you get the old guys, they don't care what they say anymore.
Right.
They're out of the business.
They'll tell some stories.
And they tell stories about guys you care about.
Yeah, they'll name names. They don't care at all. They're seconds away from dying.
Yeah.
So who's the best one you had on there? Because I've seen some that were
we
just
had this guy, Jack Carter. And he did the most craziest thing. You remember?
Well, I also still, after meeting him, have no idea who Jack Carter is.
Jack Carter was a comedian like the Catskills guys, way back in the day.
90. So he was talking, and he said he was talking about the war. And he was
Which one?
The Second World War. I go, you were in the Second World War? He goes, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I go, the war was a lot of fun? And he goes, well, I never got to go over. I never went over, He goes, I got a lucky break. My whole unit was going to D-Day, and they all died. And I didn't go because I got deathly sick the day before. And then I go, oh, man, it sounds like you were faking it as a joke. And then he goes, I was. And then he's like, I never told nobody that.
So he finally confessed.
That he's a deserter and a traitor to our country.
But you learn that kind of stuff on Norm's podcast,
Norm's
which is great.
Deathbed Confessions. That'd be a good show.
That'd be pretty awesome. You just show up at hospitals, and they think it's to bring them up, but it's really just to get them to admit
We've had
some
a couple.
To admit some stuff, and then you pull a plug out of.
Man, do I want to follow you around with a camera? Hey, I'm here to pull the plug there. You got anything to say?
So, Rickles.
By the way, if I'm ever in that situation,
celebrity deathbed
of pulling a plug.
Yeah.
First of all, I would want more than one plug. I would want like a backup plug,
multiple plugs.
Yeah. Because if a guy comes in with one of those wide brooms, hits your plug.
Oh, I want a generator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want something to kick
This
in.
is how I feel.
Yeah, is it that easy?
Yeah.
This is how I feel it happens sometimes. Like you're in bed, right, with your eyes closed and stuff, and you're sleeping, your coma, whatever they call it. But you can hear and stuff. This is my nightmare. And all you hear is your relatives going, I think he wants to go. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, no, but you can't.
You can't move enough to,
Because nobody's ever like, no, keep him on the thing.
Yeah, no, keep him on forever.
Yeah.
Everybody always was real jump. My pool guy pulled the plug on his mom, and she sat up. Took like this huge horrible breath. The whole family lost their minds, and then she died. Like right in front of him. He's like, it's time we pulled the plug on her. She's not going to make it. Pulls the plug, and like a few seconds later, she goes,
she's like, it's a miracle. Like, what the?
Plug her back in. It was
but that must have been a physical thing. Is that what they talked
about?
The
family didn't say so.
Yeah.
There was a big fight afterwards.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the risk.
I read that 1 out of 4 people get buried alive.
What? 25% of people?
Come on.
Stop that. Where did you read that? Lies?
No, because they said that Lies magazine.
The book Lies.
Yeah, the book Lies magazine.
No,
so they're wheeling the guy, and he's like, man, it's starting to get hot in here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
They said that the medical equipment used to show if a person's actually expired is not that perfect.
we need to spruce that up a little.
But if you're being buried, there's like the embalming process, which will totally.
Maybe
you'll pretty much find out
I don't
if
think
the
it's
person's
buried
dead.
alive. I think they die in the morgue. They wake up inside the.
So if they're stiff, maybe put in there. They might be put in.
So like pronounced dead
before they're embalmed, they still could because you have a couple that come back and all of a sudden the guy wakes up on the table or something.
Like haven't you ever been in a funeral and go, boy, that guy looks alive?
Never.
No,
the coffin gives a dead giveaway. I completely know that automatically.
And the
can
makeup,
take,
it's the worst makeup.
Takes the life.
I read a story this morning about these two kids. Their mom died, and they put a cell phone in her casket.
Oh,
and then when she was buried, they got text messages back from the phone.
No way.
I swear. It's a story I read this morning. But what I think, grave robber.
Yeah, definitely. It's a living person.
And then they're like, yeah, thanks for letting us have sex with your mom's corpse.
Did you do that one on Cool? Norm MacDonald is at the Tempe Improv this weekend
with the great Sean O'Connor.
The future of comedy. It should be on the marquee. Norm's name should be very small as the comedy. You're just introducing him, right? That's
pretty
what's happening.
well.
Okay, yeah.
And Norm's going to confess something
That's
tonight.
right. It'll be an on-stage deathbed confession. Norm MacDonald on his birthday tonight. You can go see him at the Tempe Improv.
Birthday kisses for all the ladies.
Call why? It's not. You don't have to call him back. He has to call you again. He bothered
laugh.
you. Who calls anyone this early?
I
Anyway.
feel so terrible.
Where's he living?
I'm screaming at him.
What time is it where he lives?
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Wait.
You have to
it's
assume.
later. It's later.
But you have to assume he knows you're on the West Coast, right?
Yeah.
So who calls anybody at 8 in the
call
morning?
him. We could call Leslie if you want to.
No, we can call him live on air.
Yeah.
You want to call your brother?
No.
Straighten this out. What's your brother do?
My brother, I think he works at a donut shop.
You're not sure?
This call wasn't that important to either of you. The donut shop guy or whatever.
It was nice of him to call him. So I feel so bad.
It was nice. But he was the first one in. You know what? Don't feel too bad. He's just kind of clearing his day. He was getting it over with before 9 a.m. It was just a quick, let's get this done so I don't have to think about it.
I had my brother scream at me.
Yeah.
Are you at the point?
I said I'm on the radio. He's like, yeah, so anyways. Well,
Are you at the point when, like on your siblings, do you send them something for your birthday, or is it just a call? A happy birthday?
Do people still do that?
They give gifts.
I mean, I'm getting my son.
Only the topper in the family does
my
it.
My son is 21, and I'm thinking, when do I stop giving him stuff?
That's a monumental one. I think after this, though.
What is the age?
No, he's 22.
No, then he's done. You don't have to worry about it. Just give him a call at 8 a.m.
Yeah, because I was thinking I could save the present until. Do you find this that as we march forward in time,
as the world turns,
time marches on, that there's less and less things you can get people like because everything's on their phone that they need.
Yeah, they have it.
Oh yeah, you can't buy anything for anybody anymore. They get it. They get it when they need it because it's right.
Cash is king.
Yeah, it's a crusher. Norm, leave us
now
with,
you don't have kids.
No, God, no.
Yeah,
that sounds awful to me.
I do. I have a 6-year-old.
Yeah, he's got it.
Do you have a girl?
Girl.
Yeah, I knew it.
How's that? You just
because he said I have a 6-year-old. Because otherwise you'd say I have a 6-year-old boy.
Yeah. Really?
Because you'd be proud.
Yeah.
There it is. Norm
but don't
MacDonald.
you worry?
Awesome.
I mean, I guess throughout history we've all worried about our children, but my God Almighty,
good luck.
It's no country for old
good
men,
luck,
though.
Kid.
Well, it's no country for old men. It's the speech Barry Corbin gives there. He goes, "What you got ain't nothing new here."
I don't know.
Watch that movie.
I know everybody tells me
it's the best movie ever. He gives a speech. He's like, because his Tommy Lee Jones says something. He said he goes out to his brother's place. Brother, ironically, says to him, he says, "I think I got to get out of this." And he goes, "What are you getting out for?" And he goes, "I feel overmatched." And he goes, "What you got ain't nothing new here. This has been going on forever." He said, "The world doesn't sit around and wait for you. That's vanity."
Wow.
Yeah, it's a great speech. And
but
then
the speech
back,
I want you to do for me is the speech from The Godfather, where he goes to the guy that ends up with the horse's head, and he says, "Put Johnny Fontaine in this picture." And then the old guy starts saying why Johnny Fontaine will never be in this picture.
You want me to do that right now?
You remember that speech?
I remember, but I don't remember it well enough to do it.
Can we find the text?
The Godfather. What? I've never seen The Godfather.
Can we find the text on the computer?
Bravo. Why do you want me to do
it, man?
You want me to act with you?
Are you getting it?
He's getting it now.
Norm
Why are you
Theater.
appeasing this?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break and we'll do the Godfather.
Classic morning radio.
Yeah, the Godfather moment. And we have to do it as character.
Yeah. I'll be
Super
Robert
Dave
Duvall.
Osborne. Oh no, okay, never mind. We'll do that.
I'll do it as Super Dave.
And I'll do it as Super Dave.
And you do.
I'll be Fuji.
But you remember the guy, right?
Oh, I know you're talking
He's
about.
like,
He's the one pissed off about Johnny Fontaine
really
ever working.
possessed. Yeah,
I know that one. I just don't remember the speech
What
well enough.
it was
Why
a
are we
great
doing
speech.
this?
Oh, it's so fun.
I don't.
I'll be Super Dave instead of Robert Duvall.
Can I also be Super Dave though?
No, you have to.
We can't be
commit.
combating Super. I have to commit to this character.
You have to commit,
all right, we'll do it.
Where
Norm's
are you
going to
going?
reenact.
He has the
Sean's
smoke.
done. He doesn't
The
want to see
future's gone.
It's 98 KUPD.
It's over.
97.9 Zippy Phoenix.
Now it's just getting deep in here. We're
Well, then
talking
there's
philosophies
no
and ice ages.
What's
It was cold back then.
Norm MacDonald is joining us today with his manservant Sean O'Connor, the future of comedy.
Yeah, baby.
Who will soon have plastic surgery to be Norm, look like Norm.
I knew I should have wore a shirt.
It's the gold lame
It's a radio joke.
I really and for whatever reason, I quoted "No Country for Old Men," and now you want to do a scene from The Godfather.
Yeah, but I think we should set it up.
Yeah, you go ahead. This is your thing. You direct. No,
I've
Sean,
never
you
seen
say-
The Godfather.
You've never seen The Godfather.
I've seen every American Pie though.
Is this one of those moments where you get in the car and you say, "I can't believe I made that guy do that"?
No, listen. We got to set this up.
Okay.
We all remember the big scene in The Godfather was the guy wakes up with the horse's head.
Satin sheets.
Yes. You should set this up.
Is that the offer he can't refuse? Is a horse's head?
Yeah.
The sheets.
Really?
Yeah, that's the kind of the first.
The first one. He's trying to.
So
He,
set it up.
he unfolds the one.
Yeah, but
sheet
set up
thinking-
this scene here. Johnny Fontaine is a lounge singer, sort of loosely based on Sinatra.
Yeah.
Who the Godfather wants to put in this movie, but the movie producer refuses. We don't know why. Right?
Right.
I'm setting it up.
That's right. You're doing a great
Keep
job.
doing it.
And then, so they send the consulary, Tom Hagen, played by Robert Duvall, to go and visit this guy and try to talk him into.
Getting Johnny in the car.
Yeah, so Tom Hagen.
But
who's
Johnny's
played
not
by-
having any of it.
Tom Hagen's played by Robert Duvall, and Jack Woltz plays the producer. But
Right.
in this,
Nobody knows who that guy is.
in this, we're doing now. I have to do.
You're the producer because this is your idea.
wanted you to
and
do
you're
it.
doing it as Super Dave Osborne.
Super Dave, yeah.
I'll be doing Tom Hagen as Liam Neeson.
Okay, as Liam
Is that
Neeson.
right?
Okay.
Because he's improv.
Yeah, because he's a big improv. Ready? Are you
Yeah,
ready? All
yeah.
right, here we go.
Mr. Corleone is Johnny Fontaine's grandfather. Now Italians regard that as a very close.
Wow,
very
that's
sacred
good.
relationship.
Cut. You can't say that.
Take two, cut.
You already knew how to do them.
Well, I wasn't just going to wing one.
Oh, okay,
You know
I'm
how to do
sorry.
Super
I'm
Dave,
sorry.
right? You're not
I'm
just
sorry.
throwing
I'm
this
sorry.
out for the
I'm sorry.
first time.
All right,
that's
take
right.
two.
It's not like I said I was going to do Paula Dean and then
Okay.
give it a try.
Hey, there's butter in
I have
there.
to go again? All right, here we
Yeah.
go. All right, take two. Try not to compliment me so much.
Okay.
Mr. Corleone is Johnny Fontaine's grandfather. Now Italians regard that as a very close, very sacred religious relationship.
You tell your boss he can do.
Now what?
This isn't going as well as I'd hoped.
Tell your boss he can ask for anything else, but this is one favor I can't grant him.
Mr. Corleone never asks for a second favor. Once he's refused the first. Understood?
You don't understand. Johnny Fontaine never gets that movie. That part is perfect for him. It'll make him a big star. But I'm going to run him out of the movies, and let me tell you why. Johnny Fontaine ruined one of Woltz's International's most valuable proteges. For 3 years, we had her under contract. Singing lessons, dancing lessons, acting lessons. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. I was going to make her a big star. And let me be even more frank. Because I want to show you I'm not a hard-hearted man. But it's not all dollars and cents with me. She was beautiful. She was young and she was innocent. She was the greatest piece of ass I've ever had. And I've had them all over the world. And then Johnny Fontaine comes along with his olive oil voice and his guinea charm. And she runs off. She throws it all away just to make me look ridiculous. And a man in my position cannot afford to be made to look ridiculous. Now you get the hell out of here. And if that Goomba tries any rough stuff, you tell him I ain't no band leader. Yeah, that's right, I heard the story.
Thank you very much for the dinner and a very pleasant evening. Have your car, take me to the airport. Mr. Corleone is a man who insists on hearing bad news at once.
Oh, excellent.
That's it.
Amazing.
That's great.
Impressions are much easier to do in small chunks. That's what we've learned.
That's why I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, damn,
you
man,
did
you
this
gave me
scene. You tried to give it to me.
It's like a 5-minute thing. I didn't know you
That's
talked
your
so
thing.
long.
You did great,
This was your
Norm.
scene.
It's awesome.
All right, now monologues.
You ever do a monologue?
Oh, it's awful.
Huh?
Just can't stand them. High school, they used to make
Yeah,
us read
yeah,
those awful
yeah.
monologues.
He did 14 verses of the farter from Sparta.
That was a great. I wrote it myself. He's got to go now. Now
Brad's got to go.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Norm. That was fun. I don't know why, and I'm going to be thinking about it for a while. But nice job.
Listen, man, I just want to say, can I end on a serious note?
You better.
Yeah.
I think that, with the Ray Rice incident,
Sure.
with the Adrian Peterson incident,
This is why he's my favorite person. Norm MacDonald, all week long. Happy birthday, Norm. Nice work.
Oh, it's
Sean,
my birthday.
Pleasure to meet you. It's 90.
I never knew there was such a thing as a person that could work in comedy. Like I thought, I had seen the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. We got it rarely in Canada, but we got it. And I thought there was like 5 comedians, and they all had nice sweaters. Like, man.
It's a nice sweater.
Thanks. And that's what I thought. And I didn't know that there was this subculture of comedians that traveled all around telling their, rather unseemly jokes to, drunk patrons, and tried to hit on waitresses and asked if all the food was free. So then when I found that out, I said, that's great, because before that I only had jobs, I only had manual labor jobs. And
like what? What's a real job you did that you would call manual labor?
Well, the cooler ones were like I was a chokerman for a logging company. And,
A what?
It's a person that puts it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's a thing where a goddamn tree can fall on you.
Okay, all right, fine. Yeah.
Every week, okay, hey, where's Pete? That tree fell on him. So, and we all made a lot of money. We made $17 an hour. And I remember at one point I was talking to the dishwasher that everybody made fun of, old Sam. And I said, Sam, what do you make? He's like, $17 an hour. I'm like, well, what? So everybody made $17 an hour. So then I was like, I want to be the dishwasher. It turned out there's a huge waiting list that included almost everyone in the logging camp. They wanted to be a dishwasher.
Yeah.
Because when you were washing dishes, the likelihood of a tree falling on you was highly diminished. Hey, I'm Norm MacDonald. When I was a young man at 14, I attended a Jesuit school in Montreal. And it was very tough. It was for the best and the brightest. And come summertime, my dad decided it was time that a boy become a man, and that I take on the work and the liberties that go along with it of having a job. And so he'd done very well in real estate, and had moved into the nascent field of hedge fund management. So he said, son, how would you like to be a hedge fund manager for the summer? And I didn't really want, I wanted to play with my friends and so forth, but I said, yeah, sure, why not? So I became a hedge fund manager. It was the summer for me in school was 3 months. And in that 3 months, I made $280,000 for the firm. What do you think they paid me? $190,000. I did all the work and made, barely 60% of the money. But it taught me a valuable lesson that the people who control the money are the ones that make the money, not the people that are down in the trenches of Lipscomb, McDonald, and Levine that
truly make them. Taught me a very valuable life lesson. Thank you.
I was a door-to-door salesman.
Did you really? What'd you sell?
Doors. It never worked out.
What other jobs have you had besides actor and comedian?
I was a town drunk, village idiot.
No, but be serious for a second.
Yeah.
Did you ever wait table or drive a cab or something like that?
I did. I don't drive, but
right.
I worked.
Did you have a ride cab?
Right. It doesn't pay well though. I did a lot of manual labor. Did all manual labor.
Really?
Yeah.
Like brickwork?
Brickwork, I did. Yeah.
You're making all this up as we go, aren't you?
No.
That whole thing that we showed about the Scrabble game, you made that whole thing up,
No,
didn't you?
no. That was truth. Truth is stranger than fiction. I keep trying to tell you that.
Heavy lifting?
I did a lot of heavy lifting. I moved furniture. That's a hard job,
yes,
moving
it is.
furniture, because the stairs are never right for the contours of the giant couch that you have to lift up. But people that I worked with, man, they loved lifting furniture.
Yep.
One time, this is an interesting story time. It's probably too long, but I was working with an old guy, old guy. His name was Gus, and we had to move this thing up a ladder, see, to a balcony, because we couldn't get it up the twisting spiral staircase.
Okay.
So we have to go outside and put a ladder up. So old Gus, he's on the balcony, you understand?
Yep.
With a rope holding this giant refrigerator.
And abs of steel.
And abs of steel. I'm on the bottom, climbing up the ladder, pushing the refrigerator. Yeah. I slip off the ladder and fall down, and old Gus has the entire weight of the refrigerator. And all his muscles are shooting out, and he wouldn't let go,
Abs of steel.
Abs of steel. That wasn't a good story.
No, it's a great story.
Was it
it's
all right?
fabulous.
Are you still Canadian, or did you renounce that after 9/11?
What?
9/11, you remember what happened?
You remember 9/11?
Yeah,
Which
it
one?
rings a bell. Yeah, which one?
The one in 1911?
No, the one where
the plane.
Where they took down the towers?
Yeah, all the stories came crashing down, A lot like when we tried to write on the NORM show. We couldn't. We tried to write stories and they'd all come crashing down.
I'm old enough to remember back to simpler, more innocent times when the worst thing you'd hear about the news was hijacked jetliners flying into buildings.
Oh, now, Gilbert, you're going to get into trouble again. It takes forever, not forever, but it takes years of training to get a pilot's license. But it only takes a couple of minutes to steal a pilot's jacket and hat. And then do some, terrorist act, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I was not living because I was thinking it was going to be a terrorist.
You were worried about a terrorist act.
I was a little nervous.
Did you see Olympus Has Fallen?
No.
This week I learned, just because I masturbated to that picture of a guy falling to his death on 9/11 doesn't mean I have to share it.
Hey, for the 9th consecutive year, Nick, JetBlue Airlines ranked first for satisfaction among all North American airlines. But you know what ranked least in satisfaction? 9/11 Airlines. What a terrible name for an airline. It reminds me of that tragedy.
Oh, 9/11.
Yeah, don't laugh at 9/11
What?
again. 9/11. I tried to tell him not to laugh. Adam. I know. I walked through blood and bones in the streets of Manhattan trying to find my brother.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was in northern Canada. And you were the guy that was laughing and joking about it, like only 4 weeks ago when I told you my story about walking ankle deep in blood and bone to try to find.
Well, that's different. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, that does sound funny.
Yeah, right? I was in New York.
Blood and bone everywhere.
You.
This is fine. This is fine for a fella that during 9/11, was in Costa Rica partying with his friends. I was walking through the blood and the bones
So you were put off by that joke?
in Manhattan. A little bit.
I can't believe you wrote
And I
it.
had to get new pants because of the blood and the bones.
Just now or back then?
Back then, I was ankle deep in blood and bones.
You went through the war, Norm.
Well, it was an attack on our country. Do you want to hear my impression of the
That's going to be you if you don't lose weight.
Do you want to hear my impression of the 9/11 call from Johnny
The
Carson?
911 call.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But 9/11 was a national tragedy.
Yes, it was.
Why do you laugh at that?
You said it.
Johnny Carson died at 80 years old.
Okay, Johnny Carson died at 80 years old. Would you like to hear my impression? Were you in New York when the Twin Towers fell?
No, I was in Los Angeles.
Well, either way, it was a national tragedy. It was.
Yeah, I know.
9/11. We're going to go to hell.
How are you all? I'm glad to be here. Take my wife, please. I take my wife everywhere, but she finds her way home.
Hey, how about this? Take my wife, please. You think of that joke? 3-word setup, 1-word punchline, 4-word joke.
4-word That's impressive.
Don't get better than that.
thought about that.
I spent the last 2 weeks at Disneyland. It was so much fun. The next time I'm taking my wife and kids. Worst thing I've ever read. Piece of garbage. The next time, I'll take my wife and kids.
It doesn't really
but
make much
that's
sense.
a rhythm joke. That's a young man. I had such a good time. I got up this morning at the crack of my back, stuffed up the crack, went back to bed. Take my wife, please.
Henny Youngman was a great friend of mine.
He was.
Oh, he was.
He was the best.
The best. Nothing made.
Take my wife, please, right?
Yeah, but nothing would lead into things. You know, as he'd get up and just a stream of consciousness. Woody Allen's favorite comedian was Henny Youngman. You know, as he'd tell you a joke like this and then go like this and go like this. You know what I mean? You go for this. I go to the doctor, and the doctor said to me, "You look great. You're going to live till you're 60." I said, "I am 60. What did I tell you?" Yeah, that's funny.
That's funny.
Henny Youngman was the cheapest man. I'll never forget. He called me one day and said, "Hello, Jack." Oh, my wife died. Can you do a club date for me? That was it. My wife died. Can you do this club date for me? Young man, I'll never forget that. I just hung up. My wife died. In the same breath, can you do a club date for me?
Just do it.
You know, today I found a guy's hand in my pocket. I said, "What do you want?" He said, "I want a match." I said, "Why did you ask for it?" He said, "I don't talk to strangers." I had an uncle up here, was a psychic, knew the exact day he was going to die. The warden told him. The drunk gets into a taxi. He said, "Take me to the Waldorf Astoria Hotel." He says, "You're at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel." He said, "Next time, don't drive so fast." I got a wonderful doctor. Before the operation, he touched up the x-rays. Guy walks in, the doctor. He said, "Doctor, I have a ring in my ear. What'll I do?" He said, "Don't answer." Another fellow walks in, the doctor. The doctor said, "You're going to live to be 60. He said, "I am 60. He's what I tell you." I said, "Doc, it hurts when I do that." He said, "Don't do that." The doctor said to me, "Get undressed." I said, "Take me out a few times first." I'm standing there naked. The doctor said, "Go over the window. Stick your tongue out the window." I said, "For what?" He said, "I'm mad at my neighbor." I said, "Doc, I got shingles. They try to sell me aluminum siding." fellow says to another fellow, look, take this gun and go in the bank. Tell her you want the money. Get the money in the bag. Back out. Anybody gets in your way, shoot to kill, and come right outside and give me the money. I'll be sitting in the car. And I'm taking all the chances. He said, you mean to tell me you want me to go in there with the gun, hold up the teller, get the money, back out. Anybody gets in the way, shoot to kill, bring the money out to me in the car. And you say, you're taking all the chances? How are you taking all the chances? He said, I can't drive. Here's one I do myself. I want to do this myself because I like it. As a man lost in the woods comes upon a monastery, a religious building. Outside the monastery, the friars in their costumes and the monks are working. And he tells them he's hungry and he's lost, and they invite him in. They say, all we have to eat is fish and chips. And he eats the fish and chips, and he loves the fish. He says, I'd like to meet the man who made the fish. They bring a man out. They say, you the fish fryer? He says, no, I'm the chipmunk. Scene, picture this. A funeral procession, 2 hearses. Behind the hearses walks a man with a vicious dog and 100 men on the funeral procession. So a fellow steps off the curb. He said, what's going on here? He says, my wife and my mother-in-law, my dog bit them. He says, can I borrow the dog? He says, get in line. In the next scene, I'm sitting on the stool having a drink. Over here's a man on the stool having a drink. He falls down 3 times. I pick him up each time. Bartender, where does this man live? I'll give him a lift home. Tells me where he lives. Grab the man, pull him down to the car, open the back seat, put him in. He falls down. I get to the address they gave me. I pull the man out of the car. He falls down 3 more times. I pick him up each time. I knock on the door. Mrs. Einstein, I brought your husband home. She says, where's his wheelchair?
Baby, I'm a writer, say no. Ain't got no drugs on me, baby.
Nick.
Dennis Rodman.
Here's an interesting thing. Do you ever notice this?
Yeah.
Penny Youngman
Yeah.
is an old man.
Yeah.
But Gary Oldman is a young man. What about Paul Newman is an old man?
You got another one?
What about Gary Mann is a guy who works over at Comedy Central?
Is that what happened?
I don't know.
You look for jokes.
Yeah.
That have the same setup as the punchline. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I said the perfect joke would be if the punchline and the setup were almost identical.
Yeah.
Julia Roberts told reporters this week that her marriage to Lyle Lovett has been over for some time. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Julia Roberts and that she was married to Lyle Lovett. Christy Brinkley told reporters this week that her marriage to Billy Joel was over long before their divorce. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Christy Brinkley and that she was married to Billy Joel. According to an obscure 14th century law, British Army Captain James Hewitt could be hanged for having an affair with Princess Diana. The punishment for having sex with Princess Diana is death. The punishment for having sex with Princess Anne is having sex with Princess Anne. A new development in the O.J. Simpson civil trial this week. According to sworn testimony, Nicole Brown Simpson had told her therapist that she was afraid of getting beaten by O.J. Simpson. Asked why he didn't report this earlier, the therapist said, "I was afraid of getting beaten by O.J. Simpson." Our top story tonight comes from the O.J. Simpson civil trial, where this week it was revealed that in his first interview with police, Simpson had refused to take a lie detector test. His reason? It detects lies. When I was a kid, my dad would tell me that this man was a gold medal decathlete. Why, the greatest athlete in the world. And now I have to tell my kid that this man is a man.
A Labor Department task force says it will crack down on sweatshops in New York's Chinatown, where employees work 90-hour weeks for as little as 75 cents an hour. A spokesman for the sweatshop owner said, quote, "That's all we can afford to pay. This is a sweatshop. We make sweat." 18-year-old Julie Wozchak will be going to Paris after winning an essay contest sponsored by the Dayton Daily News. She won for her essay, which was entitled, "Why I Want to Go to Paris with Some Old Guy from the Daily Dayton News." Dayton Daily News. Like that would have helped. Okay. A 3-year-old Texas boy remains in fair condition after being assaulted by the family's pet cougar. No one knows why the attack occurred, but hey, how about because their pet is a cougar? How about... Rap star Hammer is suing the Los Angeles Police Department after he and his entourage were mistakenly handcuffed by police. The most shocking part of this story, Hammer has an entourage. Painting that depicts a large rat sucking at the breast of the Blessed Virgin Mary was removed from a high school art display due to complaints by local residents. The artist blamed the complaints on a lack of art education, while I blame the complaints on the fact that it was a painting of a large rat sucking the breast of the Blessed Virgin Mary.
This guy died, Jerry Rubin, and he was a yippie.
Yes.
Not a hippie, but a yippie. I remember my dad going, who is that, a goddamn hippie or a yippie? You know?
Yippee! Jerry Rubin died last week. Oh, I'm sorry, that should read, Yippee Jerry Rubin died last week. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. My mistake completely. Just, I didn't read it right.
Wanna get da 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 and get this fix. Come just da 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 da. Just touch my lips.
I have so many Norm moments in my life. My first press conference with Norm was, they prepped us into, like, you know, this you got to speak, and it's live, and BBC,
and he's a bigger star than you, so you have to sit there and kind of pay. You have to be.
It was him and Spade right next to me.
So you have to be second fiddle at the moment, or were you?
Yeah, man. I just got. I'm the new kid on the block. We're all a new cast. It's an all new cast except for Spade, Tim Meadows, and NORM MACDONALD.
Wow.
And we're like, whoa. And even looking at Norman Spade, I was like, oh, these guys are stars. Like, this is huge.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm really looking up to them. And the press conference go, and I dropped the ball right out of the bat. They asked me, the head of NBC who fought for me to be there, goes, Jim, what was it like growing up watching SNL? And now you're here, you're from New York, and now a fellow New Yorker. I said, I didn't watch SNL growing up. Well, you can hear. I was like, oh. I saw Laura. I went, oh, that was Spade went, so he said, and I knew right away, like, oh, man, that was really bad. That was bad. And so he goes, I go, well, I wasn't allowed to because I was young. And he goes, well, what about when you were old? He's trying to prep me. He goes, surely when you got older and you were allowed to watch it. And I went, I was out on Saturdays. I wasn't watching TV. And and Norm's like, they're going to like you. They're going to like you. This guy is my guy. And he's smoking.
No way.
He's smoking. And Marcy Klein is going, no, put out the cigarette. He's like, I'm not done. This guy's going to get fired. So I think I'm going to get fired because I saw Lorne Michaels' face. He was pissed.
So you sitting there super nervous at this point?
I swear in my life, in my kids' lives, I thought I was going to get fired. Damn. Because I just basically said I don't watch Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And I never did. And
yeah, which is not
a good answer.
It's not the message.
In front of the press.
Yeah.
And I didn't say it in a mean manner, but I could just tell the boss man was like, oh, Jesus Lord. So now I'm sitting there thinking I'm going to get fired. Swear to God. And I'm just like, oh my God, I didn't even make it to the first episode. They're going to let me go. So this is what's going on in my head. There has to be a video of this press conference in the black market somewhere. I've looked for it, never found it. It's the 1995 press conference, and so they asked Norm. They go, Norm, you, Tim Meadows, David Spade, you've been here. You know the frat house. Everyone knows SNL is a frat house. What kind of practical jokes you got lined up for these new cast members? And I swear to you, I went, I'm not even going to be part of the frat house or the practical jokes.
Damn.
And Norm goes, first of all, he's annoyed. He goes, practical jokes? Is that what you asked? What kind of practical jokes? Well, first we were thinking about anal rape. You know? Like, hey, yeah, take your pants, we're going to anally rape you. Welcome to Saturday Night Live. I'm going, oh shit, he's going to get fired too? Yeah. You can't say anal rape in front of the press? Yeah. He said anal rape.
So suddenly you're like, I'm back in this.
I'm in it.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. And I went up to him after. I went, Nori's like, they don't give it. No one gives a shit, bro. Fuck these guys. Yeah. And I realized he would pitch at the pitch meeting. He just didn't care. He didn't care. And I learned so much from him. Just clearly he saw a lot and he's been there forever. Like he would, I remember he gathered the new cast up. He's like, I swear to God, he goes, hey, don't write me any of your gay sketches. He goes, I'm telling you right now, when I do a sketch, it's getting on. But don't put me in any of your gay little sketches. I swear to God, man. I also traumatized him. We would play football in the hallway because he was very competitive. He's always betting, and it was a very tiny hallway, maybe as wide as this, maybe. And he like, come on, bro, we're playing 3 a.m. Oh fucking, come on, we're playing football. Me, you, Colin Quinn, and fucking Justin, you fucking fuck the phone calls. No one's calling 3 a.m. Get in the fucking ball. Let's go. So. He would cheat, would piss me off because I'm competitive. And I'll never forget, he keeps cheating, and now I'm pissed.
How's he cheating? It's like a hallway. It's like a hospital hallway.
It's a hallway, but he fucking cheat. He's a cheater.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah, he is a cheater.
I had boots on. Yeah. So I had work boots on.
Yeah. Because, you use those to write in. Yeah.
I'm supposed to be riding fucking work boots on. I'm stoned. Like,
oh, the ink's heavy. Yeah.
So now, he cheated. I caught the ball, and then he grabbed it and pulled it from me. He's like, hey, fumbled! And he starts running the other way. I'll never forget. I fucking kicked him as he's running in his calf. I went, pow! And he goes, ah! Jesus Christ, bro! Why did you fucking kick me in my fucking calf? I said, because you're cheating. So you fucking kick me? Ah! Jesus Christ. And all he did all week, he like, fucking bro, fucking kicked me in my calf? Because I took the fucking ball? Jesus Christ, bro.
All right, welcome back to the big show. Let me just get rid of this doll of steak. So, Paul is working out today. You know what health club I work out there, don't you, Paul?
No, which one?
Work out at Crunch. So this waiter comes to our table, Paul. He's one of the real oily guys. You know those kind of guys, real oily. He looks right at me. He gives me one of these, like, "Hey, enjoying your shrimp? Hey, enjoying it?"
So, he wanted to know if you enjoyed the shrimp. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, enjoy your shrimp? Finishing the cool down when this big hulking man walks up to me, big guy, looks me right in the eye, and he gives me one of these. He goes, you got any gum? You got any gum?
He asked you for some gum.
Yeah, that's right. Hey.
He's not on the show.
You got any gum? Crunch. First guest here on the program, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves, Robert De Niro.
You two have a good time, I'll give you that. You know, it reminds me of the time that Marty and I were making Taxi Driver. We're filming Taxi Driver. Marty turns to me, he says,
Oh, let me guess. Probably said this, probably. Yeah, you enjoy the shrimp? Yeah, you enjoy the shrimp? Hey, you know who I bet really enjoyed the shrimp? Chong. Hey, what about basketball, though, huh? The Bulls have already lost, too. What do you think of that?
I think my appetite for unconventional sex knows no bounds.
You got any gum? This is Jenna Elfman. Good night, everybody. Yeah, Paul, Rob Lowe and the Spice Girls will be in. Do you enjoy the Spice Girls, Paul?
Spice Girls, yeah.
Yeah, well, they'll be on the show.
Paradise with your body, I don't wanna share. We're making dynamite, explosive love intentions building in the air.
You did on Saturday Night Live was the Letterman impression.
Right.
Did you have to clear that in any way or check it out?
Well, not legally, but...
No, but I mean, just as a courtesy, you know.
Yeah, I told him, yeah, I won't do it if you don't want me to do it.
Yeah.
Because I have, like, great respect for him. I didn't want to do it in any way insulting, so I just tried to do an exact impression with no comment on it, you know what I mean? And then Letterman phoned me, and he said he was okay with it, you know.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I felt better about that.
Now, when he put you on the spot like that, you know, to do the impression right in front of the man, it's got to be a little scary, huh?
Yeah, it was very scary, and because I had just done it on Saturday Night Live the week before, and when I came on, I was sure. I said, Dave's going to ask me this question. So everybody that works at the Letterman show, they all know Dave.
Yeah.
You know? So like, I know Dave, he won't ask you. So I'm like, all right. So it turns out they don't know Dave. And, you know, I, as a casual